Hello, welcome to Into the Breach. Into the Breach is a strategy game developed by Subset Games in 2018. I tend to like the older games. I think games are pretty timeless. If there's a game I enjoy, I'll play it for a really long time. And this is one of those games I've kind of latched onto, I guess. But it's really neat. It's a roguelike game, roguelike turn-based grid strategy game. And it has pretty unique... well, I don't know how unique they are, but really good mechanics for turn-based games. I played a lot of games like Fire Emblem. That's a grid-based game that involves a lot of tactics. So it's like a strategy tactics game, sort of a blend of the two. I guess where strategy is you're thinking ahead and trying to put yourself in a position that's advantageous as far into the future as you can reasonably predict. And then there are tactical games, which are basically in the moment. There's a lot of room for decisions. I guess I like to think of it as strategy games. Once you have a solid strategy, it's kind of hard to screw up. But tactical games are somewhat more dynamic. I think it's just the difference between strategy and tactics. I think strategy and tactical are really kind of in the same vein. They're pretty much synonymous in game speak, genres anyway. But yeah, I played a lot of Fire Emblem. I liked that a lot. I like the turn-based games and roguelikes especially. I really like roguelikes. And this is one of those games that it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite roguelikes. I play a lot of them on PC. This one I play Risk of Rain, which is more of an action roguelike. What else? Slay the Spire. That's a very good one. And they play similarly, but differently. I think Slay the Spire is more of a traditional strategy game, and The Breach is also more of a traditional strategy game because you're not really constrained to time, you're just constrained to how well can you make a decision. So, Into the Breach, we can get into it. It has a lot of different squads. Let's go to an example here. And these squads all have different strengths. So basically, we'll go Riftwalkers, for example. So you get 3 different mechs that you control throughout the game. And you can get different pilots that you can bring one across of each time a game ends. And you can station the other pilots. They have special abilities, or you can station the pilots in the mechs, rather. They have special abilities, like this guy can give a mech flying. And there are a lot of moving parts to this game. And it's one of those games that really rewards you for, I guess, knowing the interactions. And until a certain point where you just kind of know every interaction and things are more predictable and you're really just planning ahead. Really exciting game in my opinion. There's a lot of, I guess like you can get different weapons, different pilots, and different things throughout the course of your run. And there's a lot of deviation, I'd say, from one run to the other. That's another thing that draws me to this game. But your starting team, basically, these 3 mechs here, are always going to be the same. They each start with at least one move, like say I have a combat mech. It has different stats. It can take 3 hits. Some hits do different health, but it has 3 health, and it can move 4 spaces each turn. And you can move before you can attack, by the way. Once you attack, your turn's over, but you can move before if you'd like. And then usually some attack. Like this mech has an attack where you can hit an adjacent target, and you can push it and deal 2 damage to it. You can see in the little mini screen there. So there are lots of things that come up in this game. Like you can hit your own units. There are buildings that can take damage. The terrain can be dynamic, depending like if buildings fall, or you can set tiles on fire if they're forests. Things like that. There's a lot to this game. I really enjoy it. I think it's actually a very finely done game. I think the developers did a really good job with that. People tell me about FTL too, which is the first game Subset Games made, or the first big one at least. It got real popular too. But I've never actually played it. I don't know, I really like this specific genre of game, but I think I'd like FTL too. People are saying I'd like it, so that's something I'll have to try out at some point too. But I figured for this, I might start a series on it. It'd be pretty cool. I think I enjoyed this game enough to make a series, and there's a lot of room for thought, I guess, like just sitting, staring at the screen, thinking. Turns take a ridiculously long amount of time. So this game's right up my alley in terms of that, and it's perfect for a VOD, I think especially. So yeah, let's change a profile here, create a new one. I guess alpha is the default. I can enable tutorial tips. Maybe I should. Maybe since this is the beginning of a series, I can enable tutorials. That if people are new to the game, they can kind of see, I guess, what's really going on here. Something like a dragon about a Kuwaddle. That's similar enough. Let's create that. Okay. So I'm on my own account now. Just start a new game. Maybe a little cutscene here. So basically, there's sort of like a little bit of a story behind this game. So basically you're stuck in, there are a lot of time loops, I guess you could say, but the main premise is that society is being overrun by these creatures called Vek, and they're basically these giant bugs that are like terrorizing cities and taking over the earth, basically. And they've ravaged it, and the only hope to save the earth is these teams here, these mechs. You can choose this team. Basically, you can lead that team to a victory at the very end of the game. There are actually a few different ways you can do that, but basically it involves clearing different islands that are like biomes of the game. And once you clear enough, you can choose to go to this final island and take down the hive of these Vek. And it's like a special ending battle, and that'll end the game there. So this starting squad, I guess we have access to only one squad right away, the Rift Walkers. So the Rift Walkers, so we also get a starting pilot. This is the default starting pilot. He's not incredible, but he gets a bonus 2 XP per kill, which you'll see pilots can level up, and as they level up, they start at level 1, it's 25 XP to level 2, and 50 XP to level 3. And you get XP based on the health of an enemy you kill. So like if you kill an enemy with 3 HP, if only one mech killed it, it's going to gain 3 experience. So it kind of it's linear like that. And for every kill, he's going to gain 2 more. So at level 2, after 25 XP, and at level 3, after 50 more XP past that, your pilot gains an ability at random. And they range from like giving you a few extra health, 2 extra health, to giving you 1 extra movement speed, to an extra thing called a reactor core, which basically allows you to power up your mech in some way you choose. There are a lot of different things that can happen, so you have to play sort of adaptively. And yeah, I find it pretty exciting about this game. The game's constantly changing. You can plan for stuff all you want, but things can happen that are totally on a whim, and you couldn't have really predicted with it. But a lot of the game, of course, a lot of every strategy game is mitigating that opportunity for failure. So let's start with the Rift Walkers. So I can get badges based on how many islands I clear. You can clear up to 4 islands and then get the final island, or you can clear only 2. There are 4 islands in total, not including the final island. And you'll get different badges for that. For different difficulties, you'll get higher colored badges, and it'll show the highest one, basically. And also, you can get achievements, and these achievements give you coins, and you can use these coins to buy more mechs. So if I did this, for example, if I drown 3 enemies in water in a single battle, I will get this achievement for this team. And these achievements are different across the teams. There are also global achievements, which you'll see later, that also give you coins. But I think one of the more fun challenges, I guess, is kind of getting these achievements on teams to give you coins, and then you can unlock more mech squads. So all of these are locked behind coins. You have to pay for them. And they all have different gimmicks. You'll see those gimmicks later on. But the Rift Walkers, their main gimmick is basically pushing enemies around. You can see these mechs, kind of how they work with each other. So the combat mech hits an adjacent enemy, knocks it a square, and deals 2 damage to it. You can upgrade it to do a dash, where you can basically end your turn somewhere, or end your move somewhere, and choose any direction and dash toward the target and hit it and knock it back. And then you can also upgrade it for 2 more damage, which is a lot of damage. It's very impressive. This is a pretty good mech all in all. Then you have the cannon mech, which in my opinion is the worst one out of here, but it doesn't really say much. Of course, everything's circumstantial, or circumstantial? Is that the right word? Depends on circumstances. I think that's the right word, but yeah, so this one, you can move around, but it's a brute mech, and it can shoot a shot in any direction, deal 1 damage, and then push the enemy. So it's like this mech, the Titan Fist, the combat mech, but with the range of a line, and it only deals 1 damage. And then finally the artillery mech, which deals 1 damage to a certain square, as you can see, and pushes every tile adjacent to it, which is top, bottom, left, right, or I guess in an X, since it's isometric. But it pushes each of those enemies away. And this is important because pushes can knock an enemy out of the way of an attack. So enemies in this game, how it works is they declare attacks, and you can basically push them out of the way and make them attack each other before they actually do a turn. So you have 1 turn to react to what they're doing. And a push gives you a lot of control. A lot of this game is basically how many attacks can your mechs prevent by either killing the enemy or pushing it out of the way or doing some other thing that some other gimmicks have. But a lot of this squad is, I mean, all of the attacks deal damage and all of the attacks push, so it's a really good squad all around. I think we can dive right into it. I like to put the pilot usually in this mech because it's the one that's going to be doing the most damage. It's going to be moving out there pretty much in the middle of everything. The artillery mech likes to stay back. So how artillery works, you can shoot 2 squares away from you, at least in any direction. It has to be at least 2 squares away, and then up to basically the whole map. Cannon mech's just shoot in a straight line, doesn't go over obstacles. The artillery does go over obstacles, as you can see. And then the combat mech is just a melee, you have to be right next to an enemy. So without further ado, let's get into it. Start it here. So unfair is the difficulty I like to play. You get a lot more score, a lot better score. You have to deal with a lot of Vec, a lot of monsters up at once. And your power grid starts lower. Your power grid is basically what determines if you win or lose. If you run out of grid power by the Vec killing buildings, then you lose the game. So your goal is to basically prevent that from happening. So let's get started. All right. So we can go into more detail on the mechs here. As you can see, these mech reactors, we can feed them to these mechs basically, and it can increase this count, and we can assign them to these little empty spots. Like if we have 1 mech reactor, we could take that and put it here and give the mech more health, or take it, put it here, give it more movement. You can also upgrade these abilities, and it actually demonstrates what they do. Like this, you can dash forward and hit an enemy. And 4 damage is a lot of damage. That's enough to almost one-shot every enemy. And this one, you can just deal a lot more damage with it. And then this one, you can make buildings immune to the shot in the center. So only the shot in the center deals damage. Everything adjacent just pushes it, basically. So that's really important when considering this. So you can't just fire on a building that a bunch of enemies are ganging up on and expect yourself to be safe, unless you have this upgrade. So these are the 4 islands. There's Archive Incorporated, which is like it's like mountains, grass, water. And then you have Desert, which is a bunch of sand, which can cancel enemies' attacks and your attacks. You can attack in dust. Also some other stuff like pits and whatnot. There's also this frozen island. It's called Pinnacle, I believe. And there's basically ice everywhere. A lot of the premise of this island is there are robots that are either on your side or against you. Basically, you're dealing with rogue robots as well. Sometimes trying to keep them alive, sometimes trying to destroy them. And then this final one, which is Detritus Disposal. There's a lot of acid here. Basically, it's a land that's like recycling and basically like a waste management island. So there's a lot of acid. It's industrial. That's the biome this is. There's a few mountains as well. But the acid, what it does is if you and an enemy gets inflicted with acid, the next attack against it deals double damage. So usually a lot of damage is dealt on this one, but it doesn't have some of the features that the others have. So once we actually beat these islands, we'll get access to the other ones, and then eventually once we clear these 3 islands and this one gets unlocked, when we start a game we can choose which island to go for first. Notice each island has CEO and environment, that's always going to be the same. And then a list of enemies. And these enemies are, they have special properties, basically. And only these enemies will spawn, by the way. So we have the thing at the left is I don't know why I can't remember what it's called. Just a wasp, I think. But it basically flies around, has a pretty good speed. It's pretty annoying, and it can fly. Flying means you can go over buildings, over enemy units, and over mountains and stuff like that. So very mobile enemies, kind of a big threat. They have 3 health, I think. And we have gastropods, which is the next one. They basically can pull things to them, or pull themselves to buildings to deal damage. They don't have a lot of movement, but they are kind of tanky. They have 3 health as well. Then the third guy in there is a leaper. They only have 1 health, so they're not too hard to kill. But they web you, which restricts your movement, and they deal a ton of damage on a hit. And they can leap anywhere, just kind of like flying, except they can't end their movement on a square that would kill them. And then these things called scions, which are the 4th things in row. There are different types of scions, and when a scion is up, they buff every other enemy in the map, except themselves. So this is a blast scion, which means whenever I kill an enemy while the scion is still alive, they will blow up and deal damage to everything next to them in the cardinal directions. So that means if I kill one next to a building and it blows up, it'll damage that building. And then the leader, which is always the enemy that's guaranteed to spawn at the very end. In this case, it's the Firefly leader. All leaders usually have a lot of health, and they have pretty strong attacks. This Firefly leader, I think, ordinarily, Fireflies shoot in a straight line, but this one shoots in 2 straight lines, one in the front, one in the back, in opposite directions. So, let's go into it. So we get some announcement here, doing all we can to protect the refugees, but we need your help against the fact. We'll assist some of our old Earth artifacts if we can. So these islands, actually there's simulation here. I'm gonna decline it. Can I could hide all future tips, but I enabled them in the first place. So, okay. So we have the damage power grid. So it connects every corporate island, which basically means if this hits 0, you lose. Any damage it takes in missions will persist. That includes across islands. This is basically a game-wide health bar. You can't let this health reach 0. So they say the event causes damage before you arrive, so it's not maxed yet. But there are opportunities to restore it. Like you can see these lightning bolts on the map. These will restore power to the power grid. Taking damage in the buildings will lower this power grid. If it hits 0, we lose. So, then it goes into missions. So every mission has different potential rewards for completing bonus objectives. So, there are these 3 symbols on the maps, and they can give you different things. So reactor cores are really valuable. There were 3 corporate reputation, which I'll go over later. But they basically power up your mechs. As I mentioned earlier, those little slots, you can infuse them, basically, and put them in a mech and give it extra powers. They're really useful. There's a grid power, which in unfair mode, you actually get 2 for each success, just because the game's so hard, and it's so likely they'll take damage without being able to do anything about it. So it sort of offsets the ability, the inability, I guess, of you to defend it sometimes. And if this reaches 0, if these bars go all the way down and hit 0, the game's over, we lose. And then there's corporate reputation, which are these stars. So once we complete an island, we basically save all this corporate reputation, and for that island we can spend it on various rewards. Reactor cores are worth 3 corporate reputation. They can get 2 grid power for 1 corporate reputation, just because it's unfair. Basically every grid power reward is doubled, so that's what makes it 2 power. And yeah, you can actually buy other weapons and stuff, and other pilots that show up. Or actually, no, you can't buy pilots, only weapons. And you can sell things, usually for one corporate reputation apiece. And then weapons are usually 2 apiece. So it's kind of a management. The more corporate reputation you have, the more options you have at the end of the island. But usually the goal is to get a perfect island, no matter what. And a perfect island gives you a choice between 3 different rewards, which at least one of which is probably going to be pretty useful for you. They're randomized too, but it's worth at least 2 reputation in itself. So generally what you want to do is avoid failing an objective. So if you get all the objectives across the map, you get the perfect island, and that's what you're going for most of the time. So we have a few missions here, and if there's only one objective here, basically it's a lot easier. You get like defensive shields, which have shields in the building, which means they can tank 1 hit. and you'll have to do one thing. So these are usually freebies. Sometimes things can happen and you still lose them. But you can only get islands adjacent to ones you've already discovered. So basically, and you have to get 4 islands before you get to the final stage of any island. So that means essentially I'm forced into this one. Because I can do this, but then I have to do that one next. That'll be my only other option. That said, this mission doesn't look too bad. So destroy 2 Vec egg sacs. These things are basically extra enemies, but they can't do anything. They have 1 health apiece, and I have to destroy both of them for a mission. And then I have to protect this power generator, which is this guy back here. And that'll give me 2 energy if I protect it. And then also a special feature in this map is air support. That means it'll hit like a plus sign, a shape of a plus sign, and it'll basically kill anything that's stuck in it. And that's random too on the map. So that's the environment effect. It happens every turn. It'll actually declare what it's about to do at the beginning of the turn. That gives me some ability to maneuver around it or force enemies into it or other things like that. And I can actually mouse over it and it'll describe things. So bombs will be dropped in the marked spaces, killing any unit. And another very important thing in this game is attack order. So if you mouse over this, I think left alt also does it. I can hold that. These are the orders things will go in. So fire damage, nothing really happens because no one's on fire. That's just 1 damage at the start of the turn. Environment effects happen before any of the enemies act, and then these enemies act in this order. So this enemy will act first, then this one, then this one, then this one, and then this one. And then after that, some enemies might emerge. You might see like a burrowing symbol with an arrow above it. And if that space remains open at the end of the turn, another enemy will spawn out of it. So, looking at this, we have our attack order. You can click on an enemy to see what their range is, basically where they can move in that turn, and you can see where they're about to attack. So this enemy is particularly threatening. So what I like to do in this game, a lot of it, is I like to predict where the enemies go and kind of narrow it down for what they're going to do. So for example, this enemy can't actually reach over here. So there's nothing they can do. They can hop here, here, or there, I believe, or it can actually stay here. Well, this can't. This is either going to go here, here, or here, guaranteed. So we can plan around that. We know that's what the enemy has to do. And then it kind of goes from there. So this enemy, number 3, can hop here or here, or here or here, I believe. And we sort of have to go accordingly. The problem with this guy, and then so on and so forth, like this guy might go here. This guy can actually hit 2 different squares in a row. So I think it technically favors like standing here and attacking down, which is pretty rough. Oh, and these guys might also attack my units too. So I place a guy here, that opens up him going here and attacking this unit, or going here and attacking my unit. And things sort of go in order from here. So I'll place these guys. You can see their movement too. So a lot of the battle, I'm not going to say most of it, but a lot of the battle is determined by how good of a first turn you can get, or how well you can set up your units. Usually for the first 1 or 2 turns at least. Having good positioning that you can maneuver to stop enemy threats are very useful. So let's do... I'm going to assume this guy's going to attack here. That's a pretty brutal spot. So I might actually put this guy back here. That way he can move back and... actually, I wonder if that's a good position. I think that's fine. I can put this guy here, that way he can go over here, fire a shot, to push any of these guys away. This guy might be a little bit of a problem, so I don't know what I'm going to do here, actually. Maybe I'll put him here. He's not going to get this square. I don't really think this is going to be that useful, to be in this this column specifically. I actually don't know if these are columns or rows, but these lettered squares, grids, basically. So I'm going to put this guy here. He'll move around. He has a lot of control over pushing enemies away one way or the other. This guy, which was probably just going to have to spend his first turn shooting this, I could actually do that too. That way he can move there. We'll see what ends up here. And this guy, which is probably going to maybe stand here. That seems okay. Like, if this guy leaps to here and attacks either of these units, I can push into the water and kill it. This seems like an okay position. So we'll start this. And we'll see what happens. That's a pretty awful spot for the airstrike. That's not the worst. That's pretty bad, actually. So, yeah, and then it shows emerging enemies. So, you can block enemies from spawning. If any unit ends its space here, it'll actually keep the enemy from showing up, and it'll take 1 damage, whichever unit's on here. So, basically the goal of this is you have to defend for 4 turns. Once you survive 4 turns, the game is over, or this map is over. So it's a matter of mitigating all the building damage until then. So this is kind of a rough start, I'm not gonna lie. And as you can see, a lot of this game is going to involve just sacrificing some buildings. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies attacking a building, and 1 other enemy that threatens to kill my unit here. So if a unit dies, by the way, actually tells me the unit's been webbed. So this unit is webbed, which means it cannot move. I can still attack, though. I wonder if any other tooltips show up here. I don't think so. But yeah, it's definitely a rough start. So what I can do... yeah, I think this turn through. So this unit is usually one of the better units to act something. So I can actually abuse the turn order too, and I can say... And some enemies deal more damage than others too. Like this guy's gonna do 2 to this building. This guy's doing 3. These guys do a lot of damage. The leapers here. That's to offset the fact that they are pretty weak generally. So I think it's really a question of what does this guy do. So first of all, you'll see that I can push this guy right away. That seems okay. I can push this guy, he's gonna attack forward. That's fine. I can actually move this guy after and push him another square forward. And that will prevent this attack from happening. And then finally I might take this and shoot there. Or move him over here, knock that unit aside and push him away. The problem here is that I would take 1, 2, 3 damage to my buildings, which is really not a good start. I really like to avoid that if I can. The problem is I don't know how possible that is. An alternative? No, that's not a very good alternative. I was gonna say maybe I could actually put this here, push all 3 of these guys out of the way, kill this thing, take 1 damage to the building, push him a square further, and that would open up him to walk here and push that guy. But this guy's a real problem. He's gonna deal 2 damage, and that's very much worth considering, I think. So there is something, actually there's a pretty good move I didn't consider yet, and that is, oh, where was I going with this? I can move here, fire there, make this guy attack that. It would free up this guy to walk up to 3 spaces, and maybe stand in the way and shoot this guy away. He would be taking 1 damage from this gastropod here, but it would stop a lot of damage. And then maybe finally I would, actually this guy's dealing 2 anyway. Maybe that's all I can do. I think no matter what, I'm taking at least 2 damage. I think that's a good move. I can attack 1 building. This guy's gonna get an attack off, but I think I can stop him too. I think that's a good enough advantage to consider. Let's do that. Fire there. Took some building damage. This building's leveled now. Yeah, that's too bad. And then these mechs take damage, and they heal it all after battle, so as long as I can keep them alive for each battle, basically it's fine. I can lower it down to 1 at the end of each battle without consequence, and it's all good. If it gets reduced to 0 health, however, the pilot inside it dies, which basically means I can't use its abilities anymore, and the mech's disabled for the rest of battle. So the next step I think I'm going to do is step here, fire on this guy, And the last thing I'd want to do is step here and punch this guy. That will kill this leaper. And as you can see, I gain 3 XP, 1 for the 1 health it have, or it had, I guess. And then 2 more for the bonus XP for his ability. And that's all I can do for this turn. This leaper is going to kill this egg sack here. I'm going to take 1 building damage, I'm going to take 1 damage on my mech. This enemy's going to merge, this airstrike's going to do absolutely nothing, and that's this turn. So we can see it here. Oh yeah, so if tiles that are forests get attacked, they get set on fire. That means enemies generally don't want to go to spaces that are on fire unless they are on fire already. And at the beginning of when I click end turn, you can see the attack order. Units take fire damage. All units, me and them. So there's another fire set there. I'm taking 1 damage there, and then another here. So I have 3 grid power left. So basically if I take 3 more hits, I lose. And it says here the building damage was damaged, so I lowered my power grid. Every 1 building damage I take, some of these have 2, so I can take up to 2 damage before the square is gone. But I lose 1 of these blocks here. Okay, so this enemy emerges. That's not a bad position. That is actually kind of bad. That's awful. I think I can stop it though. Okay, this turned out to be really okay. So this exact's dying. Before these enemies get to act, they're both gonna die, which is excellent. I think from here, I have to punch this guy aside. I can actually push this guy into the fire. It'll push him closer to these, but I don't think it really matters. I think what I want to do... I can actually move out of the way so he can't web me again. I can move here, which might be an okay decision. That way he can't web me, because if he webs me, I'm pretty stuck. So let's fire here. He's on fire, he's gonna hit this tile. I can punch this guy away, and I can actually block his spawn. Oh, I forgot to mention, instead of making an action on my turn, I can also repair my mech. So it'll basically recover fire, ice, and acid. Basically different status effects, and it will repair me by 1. So for example, if I were to step here and repair my mech, I would go up from 2 to 3 HP. Then what would happen is, so we'll see the air support, these guys, all 3 are going to die at once. That's going to complete this objective. Then we're going to go, this guy's going to take fire damage at the start of the turn too. Actually, fire damage goes before the environment. He's going to attack this, which does nothing. He's going to attack the mountain, which does nothing. He's dead. This guy's going to do 1 damage to my mech, and then they're dead too. And then this Evac will try to emerge here, but since my unit is blocking it, my unit will take 1 damage and the Evac will get to emerge. We'll see it play out here. Oh, and if other units, like if things happen because of the environment, then all the units share the XP, basically. That is an interesting... Ooh, that is actually not a problem, I don't think. This seems very okay. So what I can do here, this guy's dead no matter what. I have some liberty about what I want to do here. So it looks like I can actually kill all 3 of these guys, maybe not this one. If I can come close. So I think the goal is I want to block as many of these spawns as possible, because I have 1 more turn after this one. I say victory in 2 turns, but that includes this turn that I'm on. So, like, what I'm gonna do... It's a shame that there's no unit here, and I probably don't want to put a unit there. So I think what I want to do is... put this guy into the fire. Punch this guy here. And then... shoot this guy. I'm gonna go down to 1 HP, he's gonna go down to 1 HP. I'm gonna block, then I get it on 1 HP by blocking this spawn, and then 2 more enemies will show up, and basically the only thing I have to do is not die to these guys. Try to keep all my buildings and units alive on this last turn. So, since this guy's on fire, he's guaranteed to die next turn. Oh, he's actually gonna blow up if I leave this as it is. So this Vex Scion, as long as it's up, whenever another enemy dies, it will explode. So that means I want to kill this guy first, basically. That's actually kind of an... That doesn't actually matter, I don't think. So what I want to do is stand here, prepare. I can tank this hit, it's fine. I can punch this guy, it'll kill this Vec, or kill the Scion, and these Vec won't explode on death anymore. This guy doesn't matter. It will, it's gonna die at the end of the turn. So this, I actually don't think I can do anything to that effect. It doesn't really matter what I do to this guy, I'm not killing him. Yeah, I can just end my turn here and I'd be fine. I'll end turn, he's gonna die, he's gonna take 1 damage, that's all okay. Cool, that's a good combat. I really don't like the fact that you're locked into one island, because the more islands you get, the more enemy choices you can choose from, and here you weren't able to choose, you had to do that one island. So usually when you're starting to do games like this, it's quite a bit harder than if you already had islands unlocked and you had more choice over, you know, which island do you want to do first. So, we got both the bonus objectives, we can see the summary basically of combat. And we saved some buildings, we got some grid power back. So we lost 2 buildings, but we got 2 more energy back because we protected the power generator. And I've completed this, and we can do either of these missions. Anything else that's adjacent now. So there are some missions that appear on different islands. Do not kill the volatile Vec means one of these Vec, they're going to be a scorpion, and I have to not kill it. It has 4 HP. Basically it involves juggling it around and making sure it doesn't get killed somehow. These missions tend to be pretty hard depending on the team. And that's because generally in the volatile Vec missions you want to prevent the Vec from hitting your buildings without damaging it. And most of my moves, they push, but they also damage. So it's a little bit tough to do on Riftwalkers. I like this mission, have the 8 spaces on fire. So we can set these 4 on fire, and I think we can set 8 on fire without a problem. So we'll click this. So there are 2 Alpha Fireflies. If you recall, they both like to attack. Actually, that might be a problem. I think enemies are coded to not want to go to the edge, but they can. I think it might just be weighted really low. So this guy's gonna go first, I think almost certainly. Well, I don't know, actually. I think these guys favor hitting you over the buildings because they can pull you. They can't pull the buildings. So if I put one of my units in this column, I think it's almost a guarantee this guy's gonna go for it. But this enemy might also go for either of these 2 buildings. And that would be a little bit of a problem, because he's going to be kind of hard to stop. So I think a good choice would be, well, I can lay out my units and I actually don't start combat until I hit confirm. So just as a first draft, we'll go, this enemy can actually hit some buildings, go here or here. This enemy can go here, or here, or here. So a lot of these enemies are going to go on this side of the map, basically. And there's some ways I can do some shenanigans to get the enemies to do what I want. It's like if you can force enemies out of certain spots and they'll land in certain other spots to attack you, and that's kind of what I'm looking for here. This Leaper is kind of a big threat. It only has 1 HP, so I basically have to kill it because it'll probably go to a really hard to reach place, or it'll just try to root one of my mechs. So I'm gonna land here. This mech is safe, it can't be rooted. This mech can be attacked, but I think it's fine. This mech can also be attacked, I guess. And then this guy, who knows what he's doing. We'll see. This is a really good starting layout, I think. So the challenge here is basically I want to lean towards setting squares on fire. So he did that, pretty much expected. That's a really annoying move. That's okay, he can't attack actually, and then he's gonna go there. So we have 1 attack, 1, 2, 3 attacks on buildings. This guy, if I step out of the way, he's not a threat, he's fine. So one thing I can do is I can punch this guy here. Actually, this is kind of a good situation to be in. So I can attack here, for example. I set that square on fire. He's not on fire, but he's pushed out of the way. I kind of have some choices here, but I think what I want to do is... it's kind of hard to say, actually. Because this guy's going to be standing here, so what I may have to do is... punch this guy like that. And then I think I have to... I can take no grid damage, actually. This is a decent turn. I can just kill this guy outright. So, end of this turn. He's going to attack my unit for 1. He's going to attack this this mountain and set a square on fire, notably. This guy is not doing anything. He didn't have an attack at the beginning of the turn. No valid attacks, so he couldn't actually do anything. And this guy's going to hit the water. Seems okay. Okay, we have another Leaper spawn. This guy's going for the same rank. That's kind of a bad spot. Actually, this is okay. Wait, is it okay? So, attack order matters a little bit here. So what's going to happen is, so I leave this guy alive. He's going to rope him all the way down here. And then he's going to attack both of these buildings. I think that's pretty bad. So what I'd like to do is not let that happen. I think there are a few ways to do that. One way is put this guy here. My mech's on fire now. I can repair it, but I can't attack the same repair into that. So what I can do is I can deal 1 damage to this guy, set this guy on fire, actually kill this guy, set another square on fire. That's okay. This guy is kind of locked out. I guess I could slant here and fire here, stopping that attack. And then I might have some difficulty doing other things. Because this guy might not get to do a whole lot. Actually, I do see another option. I can push this guy out of the way, and I can make this mech go to here, and it'll actually kill both of these guys. I really like that move. So... I may do something like... let's see here. I think I could use either of these mechs to push this guy here. So... I can go here. I think that's okay. I really don't know if that sets my mech on fire, though. That might be a problem. He's definitely going to set this tile on fire and deal 1 damage to my mech. Which is kind of good, because I want more space on fire. So I can punch this guy here. Actually, that's not true. He's going to get stopped. So, kill both of these guys. Really good. I can push mech into each other, by the way, and if things get pushed into each other, they both take 1 damage. So that's the rule on that. And then I want to... I think I have to stop this guy. Which is actually kind of a pain, because I put my mech here. That's a little bit of a mistake. You get 1 reset turn per combat. Basically, if you mess up or didn't see something like this, I think I might actually use it here. Because I can deal 1 damage to this guy, and then set him on fire, he'll go down to 1 HP, but he's still going to get an attack off. So I think I'm going to reset this turn. And it doesn't really matter where this guy is, now that I think about it. So... I may do something like this. Like this. And then like this. Set this square on fire, push this guy toward me. I'm going to take 1 building damage. That seems okay. We're going to have 4 enemies to deal with next turn. He goes down to 2, he's at 2, he's at 2. Okay, we have enemies exploding on death. That is fine, I think. This is a pretty good turn, I feel like. So what can actually happen is he can pull him there. He's actually going to hammer back at him. That's granted I can get all these mechs out of the way. I think what I'd like to do is do something like this, station this guy here. I think that's bad, actually. I might have killed my mech. That's not good. I don't think there's anything I can do about that, actually. I think this guy's dead. Poor Ralph. That was my mistake. I forgot this guy was alive. So what happened when I killed this mech, or this mech, he dealt damage to both of these units, and that was a pretty big misplay, I think. So, what to do from here? Yeah, I think he's pretty much guaranteed to die now. Oh wait, okay, so by total luck, by sheer luck, that's really dumb luck actually. So this guy managed to hit 25 HP or 25 XP, and at 25 XP they get an ability. The abilities do different things I mentioned before. Sometimes you get more mech speed, sometimes you get more health. This guy rolled Invulnerable, and what that means is that even though the mech gets disabled at the end of this turn because he can't do anything else, he does not die. So at the end of this combat, ordinarily the pilot would be dead. I could not use them anymore, they'd just be gone. That's not going to happen because this guy rolled Invulnerable. So that's a really lucky break, I think. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's really good. So I think these guys are going to attack each other. That's all fine, I think. I think what I'd like to do is step here, repair. I need to set more squares on fire, I just realized. And I think I can do that by stepping here and doing that. So that's going to be on fire. I think that's actually 8 squares, so that's good. He's dead. These guys are almost dead. That might actually hurt. I'm blocking this. So this might be a little bit tight at the end here. We'll see. Yeah, so this mech is disabled. This pilot is not killed just because Ralph rolled Invulnerable, but it can't act for the rest of the mission. That's kind of painful. Okay. That's a gastropod. That might be an issue. Please attack somewhere else. Oh, this is not good. Okay, Okay. It might be impossible to kill this guy, which means that building might be taking damage no matter what. So I step out of the way, this building's taking 2 damage. One because this guy blows up, gonna kill that. And another one because even though this guy's gonna get pulled, he's gonna get pulled here, this is gonna blow up and that's gonna kill this building. So I would like, if at all possible, to stop that. I'm wondering if it's possible. I think the way that would happen, it's going to be really difficult. I have 8 spaces on fire, I don't care about that. I have 4 grid power left, so I'm pretty much not losing. But I want to stop taking damage if I can. So as it is now, I'm taking 2 damage as far as I can see. I can do this only does 1 damage. Do the Scion. I can step here, that's only gonna do 1 damage. I think no matter what I do, I'm looking at 1 damage. That's not true, actually. I might be able to take 0 here. I think that happens if I... Not here, but I put this guy here, and I push him. He's on fire, but that won't actually matter. And I'm going to put this guy here, shoot him to bounce off my unit, which is stationary. It actually counts as an obstacle. And it's going to kill this guy. So now what's going to happen at the end of this turn? This guy is dead. He's not going to explode. He's going to take the 1 fire damage and just die. Unfortunately, this building takes 1 damage because this gastropod acts after the wasp hornet here. So this hornet's going to get the attack off on the building before this gastropod kills him. That is okay, I think. Shame it could have worked a little better than that, but I got the bonus objective. I'm pretty happy. I took 2 building damage. That's okay, and then I got Invulnerable, which is a really lucky break. Probably the best ability he could have rolled after making that mistake. I did not plan for that. I think he actually got Invulnerable on the turn where I put him, or on the move where I put him to die. Okay. So we have 2 more islands to do, I believe, or 2 more districts to do here. So we have knock mites off the mechs, basically means the mechs have to either repair or take 1 damage, and then protect the emergency batteries. What's interesting here is these mines, the enemies don't have any, I guess, disposition against them. They will act as if the mines aren't there, and if they happen to land on a mine, they die instantly. And my units actually die instantly too. It was kill 7 enemies in tidal waves, so each turn, basically this part of the map is going to become water slowly. I have to kill at least 7 enemies with that, which might be tough because all the buildings are over here, so I can't really bait enemies to this side. And then the do not kill a volatile vac. This might be interesting. I'm kind of partial to this. The emergency battery's in a really defensible spot. My mechs can do a lot of stuff here. The mines are really useful. Knocking mites off the mech should be pretty easy to do. So we'll do that. This guy can land in a variety of places. He can land here, here, or here attack that building, here attack either of these buildings, here attack this building, here attack that building, or here attack this building, or here attacking that building. So this guy has a lot of options and he moves first. I could also try to bait on attack by putting one of my units here and hoping he lands on this space, but he can also land here. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can happen. These leapers are very mobile and pretty hard to stop. So one thing I like is I can put this guy here. He's in a pretty maneuverable position, and maybe that baits this guy out to land here or here. If that happens, I can fire above him, knock him into me, knocking the mites off of my mech and killing him because he has 1 health. That's a maybe. And then this guy, he's only at 1 health, he's not going to be hard to stop. I might set him here, actually. So this guy can actually only hop in a certain number of spaces. I really like this move. And then, can he move there? He can't. So this guy can move 3 spaces. So I can stop most meaningful attacks, I think. Unless one enemy goes here or here, and then another one of these enemies attack later. Try to go in the same position, which is possible, but then this mech might stop him. So this looks like a very good start. And then we have time pods. So basically, I think I'll actually show a tooltip here. We'll see if it does. So time pods contain equipment. Basically, you always get a reactor core, and you get a pretty good chance at either getting a weapon that you can infuse to one of your mechs, or a pilot that you can put in a mech. They're basically really good upgrades. So you either collect it with a mech, and that'll end this special bonus objective, which you have to do actually to keep the perfect island, so really important to know. But if a mech attacks it or lands on it, that will destroy the time pod. So it's pretty important. Also, units cannot land here. So, like, this Leaper can no longer land here and attack this mech, which kind of throws off my plans. These can be kind of annoying at times, but you pretty much always want to get these. They're very useful. So he's going to land here and die. He's going to attack there, which is perfectly fine. He's going to go there, which doesn't actually make sense. He goes there. He moved here. This looks like a very good turn 1. We have 3 mechs actually, or 3 Vex actually spawning. The Vex mites, yeah, if I take damage, set myself on fire, freeze my mech, repair, or put acid on it, the mites will be gone. So this is a really good turn. This guy's gonna be important because he's kind of walled off right now, actually. So I have a really good sway over this turn. Number of options. I think one thing I like is firing here, setting him on fire so he's gonna die at the end of the turn, knocking this mite off of this mech, dealing 1 damage to this. I can even do something like push this guy into the mine and kill it. I can even let this damage happen, knock that mite off of my mech. This guy's dead, and I can land here, perhaps. I'll repair. I'll take 1 damage here. 2 guys will spawn. This guy's in a really good position for artillery, and yeah, this looks like a really good turn 1. I don't actually have to pick this up, I can just wait until the combat's over, and it'll count as a success as well. So unless there's a reason for me to, like if I'm really ahead, I usually won't pick it up. I'll just leave it there, because units can't land here. Enemy units can't land here. That's actually kind of tough, and that's because I can't put my mech here or here, and if I put my mech here to attack, he's going to hit the building. So that is a bit of a problem. What I can do though, is I can put this guy here, lob a shot over, and push him into the mine, which I may do. I actually need to solve this guy's problem. I can do that by... I can do it in a number of ways. I may just land here, though. There are a number of ways to optimize this turn. But I think one thing is certain, and that is this guy can only be stopped without taking damage to this building by this artillery mech. So I can go up to here, I can shoot forward, it'll knock that guy into the building. I can walk this guy to either side, he's gonna die, or walk him here and go to the edge of the building. So that is... I think this is actually the only single move that can do it. I think so, so I'll do that. I'll actually knock this guy into here, which is interesting. So I may want to move this guy first. I could do something like land here. It'll drop me down to 1. But I actually kind of like this idea. So I can do this, I can repair, I can move this guy here, I can knock this guy into the mine. So this guy is going to pull me, deal 1 damage, pull me onto this spawn tile, blocking that spawn tile, and dropping him to 1. And then I can also do something like, let's see, maybe this. Set a guy here, deal 1 damage to this. I'll push him a bit further away, but I think that's okay. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3 enemies to deal with next turn. Looks pretty good. These guys both go down to 1, which is a little scary. And I do have another turn left, so maybe, I don't know. This does seem okay though. I think I'm willing to take the risk. I am pretty ahead in this combat. I only have 3 enemies to deal with. He's attacking me, which is great. He's attacking that way, so yeah, these guys are actually gonna kill each other. He's gonna move here, deal 1 damage to him, pull him to this tile. He's just gonna attack him for 1 damage, so this guy's gonna land on this tile anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of sway over this turn. So what I like is this, repair. This, push. He dies. These guys aren't dying yet. And then, what's a good position for him? All these are going to be blocked. I think a good position is here. That way, the gastropod can line up and attack here on this row. And, basically live. Actually, I like here, because one gastropod might actually move, this guy might actually move up and attack me here, which would be excellent. I'll repair. Why not? 1 damage there, pull into there, 1 damage there, a block, and a death, and then these guys are both at 1 HP, which is excellent. He's attacking there, and he's attacking there, it looks fine. So this is exactly what I intended. I can kill both of these units, these mechs, or these Vex, by using these 2 mechs, and then I can repair here, and that's the combat. So, might roll off the mechs. Doesn't matter which one I hit where, so I can maybe do this, and then do this. And we've cleared them out. And that's the game. Okay, we got everything. Excellent. You do have a time pod. We get a passive which gives all of my mechs plus 1 HP. It's decent, but it does take a power or a reactor core. And then I also gain 1 reactor core. and it'll tell me I can install them. For installation, basically I click install, it takes a reactor core from my bank and puts it on a mech. So now I have some choices. In my experience, I've seen usually the good move is placing one extra move on my mechs. I guess it kind of depends on which map I want to go into. One move on this mech is pretty good, because it gives you more maneuverability, just in the middle. This mech really needs move to be useful, I feel like. And then this mech is just really good with maneuverability and being able to fire from more angles. So I don't actually think I'm going to use networked armor. It doesn't seem extremely useful at the moment, anyway. So, let's see. I do have a core, and I'm wondering where or what to put it on here. So one thing I like is just put one move on Ralph Carlson here. I think that's what I'll do. And it's tough. All these mechs are just about even in the running, in my opinion. Like this is really good too. And the layout of this map, sort of, I guess it doesn't really benefit that much because this guy's gonna be out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's gonna want to come here. Of course, that'll only be up for a turn or two. So what I should do is I should get mechs defending this area as good as possible. I don't think the artillery mech is going to need movement to do that. So I think it's going to go to the combat mech. We'll give it one extra move, and you can see I can power things now. So, and it's probably going to be this mission because Volcanic is pretty meh. Destroy the dam is really easy. This mission only gives one reputation though, so I want to see if I can gun for reputation and the cold plant. I think worst case, I take some grid damage, but I still get both of these. I do have to kill 7 enemies, which depending on the enemies might be a little bit rough. I'm not sure how I feel about this. So this guy is pretty much guaranteed to attack on these 2 ranks unless I put a unit here, which I may do. I think I'm going to put that guy there. And I may put this guy to defend that area. So if a leaper lands here and attacks here or here, I guess, or there even, I have a lot of control over where it's going. So the leaper can go pretty far. He can actually land behind me, which would be a pretty big problem, so I think I'm going to do this for my turn. So a good start. So you can see now this is going to turn into water. Did he not have an attack? That's interesting, I thought he would. So this is a really good turn. I can stop 2 attacks there, and that's pretty much it. I can do pretty much anything I want from here. I can kill you, but maybe one thing I would like to do is deal as much damage to that guy as possible. I'm not sure how feasible that is. I think what I'd like to do is push you there. That's 1 enemy down. I can even walk here. Is that a problem? That might be a problem. This might be a problem. I really do not want him to land here. This guy may be alive for the foreseeable future. We'll see. So I can land here, repel my mech to here, because this guy's gonna pull me over. Or I could land here and take 2 damage, which kind of bites. And then I would probably have to do something with this, this guy here. So maybe there's something more clever I can do. I like that move. That's pretty much always happening. I can't quite reach here to attack this guy and push him over. And I can't do much to him, actually, as it stands. I can push him toward a building, which I really don't want to do. Push him this way and attack that building. So I think this guy is pretty much guaranteed to do that. I think. But then that opens up that move. Well, actually, it doesn't really open up anything. I can make... that is an interesting move. I think that's okay. I can push him back. Push him into here, deal 1 damage to the Scion. I think I like that. I can actually kill the Scion here, but I think I will keep it alive. then I'm gonna do this. He won't die. The tidal wave kills all grounded enemies. He won't die. He will. I'll take 1 damage. He'll take 1 damage, and that's this turn. 1 enemy's dead so far. Yeah, enemies drown when they fall into the water. Now what I'm really worried about is this guy moving here, which he's pretty likely to do. Okay, it didn't happen. That's not worse, is it? This actually looks pretty okay. It looks kind of bad. Maybe it's a little bit of a problem. And he's attacking this way. I think this is fine. So what I'm gonna do, I can punch here, first of all. I'm gonna think this turn through before I do anything. So this guy's dead. I don't have to worry about him. I can punch him here, block a spawn. Although maybe what I want to do is allow enemies to spawn, because I do want to kill 7. So I can do something like this. Kill that one, that's 2 enemies. That one's dead, that's 3. I think that's fine. I think I can catch up enough here. Like that. I could even do something like... that is... Is that an issue? He takes 1. He deals 2 here, which might be a problem. I can just kill this guy outright, which I think is what I'm doing. Oh, that guy's dead too. He's gonna deal 1 damage, but that's fine. So all of my mechs are gonna be at 1 at the end of this turn. That's a little scary, but also 3, 4, 5 enemies are gonna be dead, which is really, really good. I think I can just spend next turn repairing. There are only 2 turns left? This bonus objective might not be possible. Maybe not. I might have messed up. I did level up. I got conservative, which is really good. I don't think I'm actually getting the full bonus island here, which is kind of a shame. I thought I had enough upfront damage to kill enough enemies and get 7, but I don't think that's actually possible. I think we're gonna get 6 at most. Really unfortunate. Yeah, that's a shame. So close, too. I thought I had 1 more turn. I miscounted. May as well give... Let's give this mech more experience. Let me do that by doing this. That's really unfortunate. Or I just didn't plan for it, I guess. 6 enemies, so close. Now that I think about it in retrospect, it is kind of a difficult map. Because all these enemies are going to go here and it was going to be kind of hard to kill them, especially with how tanky they were. And then after 4 islands, we have to go to the corporate HQ and beat this special mission, which is always required. We have to deal with this leader. So I'm not getting perfect island, which is kind of a shame. So let's go attack order here. I think he's very likely to fire along this rank. So I'd like to do is position him here. Deal 2 damage and a push. Pretty much always. He has a really good lineup to attack here. So I think what I'm going to do is stuff that, force him here, and not attack the corporate HQ, which is a bonus objective. And then I will line this guy, it doesn't really matter where, somewhere in the back ranks. I'm thinking, is that a better spot? I'm wondering if this is a better spot than that. There's a good chance I may need to land here. I think probably more often than I'm going to need to land on this rank. So let's do this. That's not what I expected. That's fine. That's pretty annoying. That's pretty bad too. Inspect units. Yeah, I can look at many of the new abilities. This guy's a boss, which means if I put him in water, he won't die, but he will get his attack cancelled. And we can see his moves here. He's also explosive, massive. They can walk in water. And you can see its attack here. It shoots 2 bullets in each direction, dealing 4 damage apiece, which is a lot. So a few things I can do here. I think I am almost always... let's see. I would like to hit this square. Problem is that doesn't kill this guy, but it does push that guy away. I could... Ooh, okay, I could do something like... this. Kill this guy. He'll explode, but he won't actually do anything. Except to set the style on fire, I guess. I could step here, deal 2 damage here, kill this guy. He'll drop to 2, which is okay. And then do something like... That's actually kind of an issue. I can drop this guy to 1, which... Oh no, I can't actually. I might just have to eat this 1 damage, which is alright. I don't know if there's a better turn here. Probably could look for 1 more, but I think I'd rather trade the 1 damage. Because each 1 corporate reputation, by keeping this building alive, I gain a corporate reputation, which gives me 2 energy, basically. Which is really nice, so I think I'm gonna keep it that way. So, at the end of this turn, this guy's dead. I could... Now, if I shoot this guy into the building, he will actually kill the building entirely, deal 2 damage to it. So I think I'm just gonna let this guy deal 1, and I'm gonna step here and shoot this guy down. So we have this enemy dead, we have 4 enemies to deal with. At least 3 whatever this spawns. It's an okay first turn. All these hornets, jeez. That's, I know, I like this. I think this guy actually just outright kills this unit. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Oh, I can even kill both of them. I'd go as far as to say it's pretty excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Both these guys are dead instantly. And then... Yeah, that's really good. This guy had conservative, right? Okay. So yeah. The leader's first in the initiative order here, attack order. Both these guys are dead. That's the turn, that's it. So now what I want to do is I want to force damage on this leader as much as possible. That's fine. That's really good. How much HP is this guy at? 3? That's really nice because I can put this guy here, punch him there. I could even... What else can I do? Okay, don't want to put this guy here because he will repel me here, deal 1 damage, and at the end of the turn I will die because this guy's here. So what I would like to do is step somewhere. Possibly here? That's right in the middle of everything, but I think I can deal 1 damage and be fine here. So I don't want to move this guy in this rank, I'll remember that. I may put this guy... here? I like this position. I can also just kill these guys both right now. Yeah. And I get 7 XP, I get 3 grid defense, which is not incredible. Basically, it's a 3% chance that whenever a building gets hit, I resist the attack and don't take damage instead. And it'll keep the building intact. So, 1 HP. These 2 spawn. He goes down to 2. I think we're in the clear. That's a lot of gastropods. They're all gonna line up here, aren't they? So this is not as annoying as it seems, I think. It is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. I don't think this is a hard turn, this is just a weird turn. I can kill this unit. By doing that, I still have a reset, so I can kind of get a little weird with it here. He deals 3 damage, which is kind of an issue. I think the only way to stop this guy is to push him here, right? I think so. So, I think this looks okay. I think what I can do is I can... Yeah, he goes second, so... That's not good, though, I think. I'm not forced into taking one here, am I? It really doesn't seem that way. So what did I do? I pushed him here, which these guys aren't actually affecting each other in the turn order, so it doesn't matter. So what can I do? I can stand here. So the problem is if I move this mech here to block this shot, if I fire here, it's either going to kill my unit or hit my building. Which, you know, that's actually not an issue because I have Invulnerable, so maybe I could play that. I think I am gonna play that. That's actually kind of smart. It's not often you get to abuse a Invulnerable like that. That's neat. So what's gonna happen here is he's going to kill my unit. He's gonna hit nothing. And he's going to kill his fellow gastropod. And that's this one. Is it for me? No, it is not. Read your abilities. Like, this is it for me. Oh wait, I'm invulnerable. It's not it for me. Okay, so this island's cleared. I have 6 corporate reputation to spend. I got an achievement for completing the island. Understood that. So I can spend the reputation, you get this shop that pops up. So I think Force Amp is a very good ability. I like it a lot. Basically it means all Vec, whenever they get bumped, or they block a spawn, they take 1 extra damage, they take 2. I think it's pretty incredible. So let's see. So I can buy that, I can sell my passive, which gives me 5. And I can't quite buy enough reactor cores, so I may sell a pilot. I may sell Ralph. I might sell Ralph actually. He's invulnerable, which is nice, but I think with Force Amp things become a bit easier to deal with. I might also sell Nick Kirby, but both these guys have. Maybe I'll sell Nick Kirby. I don't really need him that badly, I think. 3 grid defense is pretty incidental. Or trivial, or whatever the word is for it. So I think I'm gonna sell that. Sell him. Buy this. And buy 2 reactor cores. So I can put this on, it really doesn't matter who. I think if I want swing to, maybe I'll put it here. I'm gonna install that. So the question is, who do I want conservative on more? Basically any limited use weapons, which I don't have any, or give it a +1 use. I may keep these pilots as they are. Conservative is an ability I really like. If I get a weapon I can use it for. Invulnerable is okay, but I'm really keeping Ralph because he can get that 1 last skill faster. And I have 1 more reactor core I can spend. I think I'm going to... I could make buildings immune. Or I could increase move by 3. It's kind of a toss-up between these two. I may like the move more. I think I like the move more. I'm sort of partial to move over buildings immune, but I do know I typically regret not having this. So it's a toss-up, that's for sure. I think I'm gonna get the extra move. I might change that later, we'll see. So, now we're going to this new island, RST Corporation. You see this is a desert environment. Jessica Kern is the CEO, we have to deal with these enemies, which might... I don't actually like this very much. So, that huge blob that you see as the leader splits into different enemies when it takes damage. It has 3 health. When it dies, it's going to split into 2 enemies with 2 health each. And when those die, they split into 2 more enemies with 1 health each. If you play Slay the Spire, it's like Slime Boss, basically, except with 3 HP and 2 HP and 1 HP for each phase. And the special objective is to kill 5 blobs. So usually that is the leader, both of the spawns from it, and then 2 of the spawns from either of those. Then we also have enemies that beetles, which lava shot at buildings down there from left to right. The beetle first. Fireflies, which shoot in a straight line, like you saw the leader do, but only in one direction, and they deal 1 damage, 3 if they're alpha. The third one is a mosquito, which will deal 1 damage and smoke you. And it flies through like the hornet. And smoke, basically, you can move out of it, but you can't attack in it. And the smoke will last the entire combat. And then we have the, what's it called? Enraged Scion? Boost Scion? While that's active, any Vec will deal 1 extra damage. And then we have a, whatever that rock bug's, Tumblebug, I think? Which spawns an explosive rock, I believe that's the one. And then it attacks that explosive rock to deal damage to everything in the area. So usually it involves moving the rock or moving the enemy, so it doesn't damage a lot of stuff. Okay. So we have 2 options. We have the Dust Bowl, which is defending these bombs, which tend to be really hard. And then Storm Mill, which ending the battle with less than 4 mech damage, prevent the coal plant. These buildings that are red are decoy buildings that enemies will attack and they will explode, which is a very good start to see. So immediately I'm thinking, do I forfeit my bonus objective, basically, or the perfect island? Because if I go here, I'm probably not getting the perfect island, which means I'll miss out on at least one of these. Defense Lab seems okay. So I'm losing out on at least 1 reputation and the perfect island bonus, but I'm gaining a reactor core. But I don't have to do that right now. I can save this for the last if I want, which I think is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go to Storm Mill, and that with less than 4 mech damage, I can actually repair it or reverse it and protect the coal plant. This looks pretty free. So the Tumblebug here, as you can see, it spawns a rock, deals 3 damage to that rock, and then that rock explodes. So these are both pretty bad positions to be in. I probably don't want to put a mech here because he might walk up and attack, spawn a rock here, and the only thing I can do is, well, I can't do anything really. I can't push either out of the way, I think, without damaging this building, which is maybe why you put buildings immune. To push him out of the way or to push the rock out of the way. So yeah, as you can see, I've immediately regretted my decision. He can move 3. So another thing I can do is I can put him here. That doesn't seem good either. I think I'm gonna have to do something in the way of this. I can actually put a lot of my units on. I can put this here if I wanted to. Make an influence up to here. Or I can go here and I can, I don't know, this, I think it's a nice, more neutral spot. I can actually bait an attack into this building, take 1 damage, and this is fine, I think. This seems okay. He's gonna be a pain to deal with. We'll see what this gives me. Alright. That's an interesting move. I already hate this a lot. Yeah, these boulders explode. I know. So I can push the boulder away by firing directly on top of him. But I think this is going to happen no matter what. So on the bright side, I only take 1 damage to this building and it smokes to both these tiles, which means no more enemies can attack here. Which might not matter all that much. He's hitting the dirt, he's hitting the dirt, he's attacking that, which I don't know if that's a problem. Doesn't seem like one. So what do I want to do? Foremost, I like knocking this away here. So that's going to take out this artillery next turn. I can actually push him one further over. I don't see that being worth it, however. Because I can move up to here now, which makes me block a spawn, but I can also attack that tile, which is going to deal damage to the building. I don't think that's worth it. I can one-shot this guy. I can also do something in the way of... I like this, actually. Punch here. Punch here. I take 1 mech damage. And I can still move. Use 3 damage to nothing. I can't actually stop this, so I'm taking 2 damage here. This still seems worth it, I'd like to say. I'd like to say this is alright. I don't know if I actually could have stopped him, now that I think about it. And there's nothing else I can do, I don't think. I can put a mech here to take more damage, but I think I'm going to... I could fire and block this spawn. I don't know how worth it that is, though. I think all these enemies, except for these tumblebugs, are fairly easy to deal with. Not gonna hold my breath on that one, though. And I might fire this here, but he's gonna take another damage to my mech, so let's, I like this move. I'll just stay here. That way I can move up here if I need. Stop this guy, perhaps. I'm not gonna blow up any of these buildings. Seems like a waste of a turn. So I take 2 building damage. Once here. And then even though he deals 3 damage, there's only 1 building, so 1 there. That's a mosquito. That's okay, I think. That's okay. That's okay. That's really good. This is not a bad turn. At all. This building is dead. I don't think I care. I can actually save the building, I think. I can do some weird moves here. I think what I'd like to do is punch this guy. Shoot this guy. I can't move all the way over here, can I? Didn't think so. I can also punch that into this. That'll destroy this building. But I'm not sure how much that matters. I think he also can't re-attack his rock, or won't, at least. That's possible. And I have basically one more thing I can choose what to do with my turn. I think that building might be dead anyway, now that I think about it. So assuming that building's dead. I can push that here, smoke him out. Oh, maybe it's not dead. Maybe I can do this. So what does this turn look like? Smokes that tile, does 1 damage. Doesn't do anything. Deals 1 damage to my decoy building, which is absolutely fine. He does nothing. He's gonna hit nothing here. Seems good. I have those 2 explosive buildings, yeah. That's gonna be an annoying pop-up, I guess. But I might not actually be playing Blue Set. It's basically if an enemy attacks this in melee range, it's a re-kill. But this is the only melee enemy. So, well, that's... Ooh, that counts too. He fell for it. He fell hard for it. Yeah, watch this. Excellent. Okay, like that. I can kill any of these, I think. Well, except maybe this one. So we're having you hit there. That's a bit of a problem. You hit there. This is okay, I think. I can just knock... Oh, I can knock you into the water. Oh, I can also do this. I like this. Well, it does deal 1 damage to me if I don't move out of the way. So at the end of this turn, that happens. This doesn't kill buildings, by the way. Real nice. So dead. That blows up, deals 1 to this exploded building and this unit, which is not gonna be there. So that said, I think what I want to do, I can't quite make it to attack you. I think this guy might not actually move. I think I do this. That's really favorable order, actually. That kills even. I still have 2 of these. I can punch there. And I can even, I'd like to push you off, which I can do at the cost of 1 damage. 1 damage? No, at the cost of my unit, actually. But then again, it is an AI unit. And there's nothing to actually die here. I'm gonna do it. Do that. He's actually gonna die. So what's gonna happen here? We have this unit gets shot. This mosquito kills the beetle. This firefly kills the mosquito. And this is the only unit alive. That's an excellent turn. No, that is mech damage that we can't repair, but we're also well below the threshold. And these guys are just stacking up XP. Okay, who do I want to get XP more? Probably Maria. Conservative's a good ability. I'd like to, maybe bring the pilot over. We'll see. But yeah, good combo, all in all. I think it took 1 building damage. Is that it? I think so. Very good. Yep. Okay, now what are we looking at? Beautiful corner in Dead Bird Fields. Hey, think of it being that name, like the beautiful corner is the, like guys saying for the castles or whatever, there's beautiful corner, which is, you know, the one that's all sparkly and that's the song, and then Dead Bird Field, which is the castle with lightning on it. Yeah, pretty fun. I know which one I'd rather go to if I wasn't trying to kill these guys, but the lightning storm actually looks really helpful. Defend the Terraformer is also really good. These are good missions. I'm worried about that building, but these 2 are both really good missions. I think I'm gonna go here first, just in case I lose a grid power and I can get it back here without putting into grid defense. I like this a lot. I'll go to beautiful corner. So I guess there's nothing corner about it. I guess the corner is a mountain, so I don't know if that's what it is. So, okay, so the Terraformer, basically the objective, whenever you see the Terraformer, you always get these 2 objectives. Defend the Terraformer, basically keep it alive, it has 2 HP, and terraform the grassland back to desert. So I have to, the Terraformer has an attack, which hits basically these 2 ranks in front of it in a 3 wide area. And since they're only 4 turns, I have to basically do it once in each cardinal direction. I'm required to. So it looks like a lot of these, since it's in water, it's kind of in an awkward position. But it is pressed up against here, so if I can bait some enemies and attacking this... actually, I may want to actually wall this guy out. So this guy can pretty much only go here. He can also go here. Either way, I think that dies. I may be risking this building exploding here. But we'll see. I think this is more than a reasonable move too, and then this I like a lot. He has a bit of control. He can go down here, fire down the ranks, or step, maybe here actually. Oh, I give this one an extra move, so yeah. Okay, that's good. Move is actually directly useful here. I think that's going to be pretty important. Because I have a lot more range. I can fire all the way over here if I need, or all the way in this corner. Another time pod. Bit awkward. Okay, though. The smoke actually doesn't affect this, so that's okay. Yeah, the Terraformer is mine to control. I can basically choose when to attack it. So the decision is, do I want to tank this 1 damage and fire at this? I think I do. Another thing I can do is step here, fire here, and kill that guy. And another thing I can do... Ooh, I actually have a lot here I can do. I can kill you. This is actually an excellent turn. Put you there. Terraform here. Blowing up that rock, but it's not going to do anything, actually. And then the icing on the cake, I can put this guy here. Push him out of the way, preventing damage to the Terraformer and blocking the spawn. Really good turn. And I terraformed this side, so I have to go there, there, and there. This might be an issue, actually. If I have to terraform this, I think that building might be taking damage no matter what. Actually, that's not true. I might get the jump on it here, and you can see the extra damage that took, which I forgot about until now. Very good. I terraformed that already. That's actually kind of a nightmare. So I have a few choices here, but I think what I'm going to do is terraform down here. That's the first draft. I think that's good. Basically, terraform down here, push this rock out of the way. There are a number of ways I can push that rock out of the way. I can step here. Yeah, I have some liberty this turn. I can even station this guy here. Okay, this guy here, Ralph there, rather, punch him away. Push this down. Wait, punch him away. Push this down. Hey, push it down first. It doesn't really matter, I guess. But the idea is push this down, terraform here. I think I have to walk over here first, and then push you aside. Okay. And I can still actually act. I can, there are a few things I can do. I can smoke this tile. That's kind of a debate, though, because that pretty much makes it so enemies can't stay here, which I may actually want. So let's end here. Still pressing the advantage. We have 5 enemies to deal with now. We do have the terraformer. Let's let the enemies line up in a way that's good. Like that. That's good. And I can just terraform this, basically, and kill these 2 for free. Excellent. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3 attacks to deal with now. I still have 3 units. Lucky me. So, he can affect either of these units. Actually, he can kill you. He can also kill you. So what would I rather kill, is the question. And can he affect anything? Maybe not. Am I taking a damage here? This might be worse than I thought. I think terraforming here was definitely the right choice. But if I move aside, he's gonna hit this building for free. He takes 3 damage, but really it's only 1. That may be all I can do. I think we can do this. Fine. Because these are all smoked out, I can't do anything, which is unfortunate. What I can do, punch him away. And then I can't block any more spawns. He's taking 1. What I'd like to do, I'm wondering where he'll go. I may actually step here. And that's to prevent him from walking here. So I think in that case he'll probably stay in this rink. He might move over here, but that's an issue I think we can stop between these two mechs. So we'll end here. I take one. That seems okay, and that's exactly why I did this mission before the other one. Okay, he's going straight for the terraformer, which is excellent because we can just kill him. And that mission's done. He can actually make it and kill this guy. I'm gonna feed some XP to him. He might... Is he leveling up here? He's 2 off from leveling up. Oh, actually, technically doesn't even do it. Because that didn't deal damage, I forgot. Oh, can we not actually kill this guy? Maybe not. It doesn't really matter, it's 2 XP. Or I guess 5 XP. I don't think that's gonna make or break the next combat. It might, I've been wrong before, but I kinda doubt it. Yeah. And then you can't do anything, but that's fine. Yeah. Is this combat done? We got the time pod, and in it is a pilot. Shenrong is an excellent pilot with +1 mech reactor, is pretty good. And so once we get a new pilot, we can actually choose it in the hangar. When we start a mission, we can choose, or when we start the game, we can choose any pilot we want. It starts at level 1, and then we have to work it up from there. So we get a new pilot. I'm going to put it... I think I like Chen. Chen is actually very good in the combat mech. So I'll put Chen here. I really like the plus health on Shenrong, I'd like to say. I mean, the health is not that bad because what sidestep is, after I attack, I basically can move another tile. So I kind of like the move. I think I'm going to put it on health for now, but I might put dash or maybe +2 damage later. I do have another mech reactor. That's a... Yeah, I might actually do this. Get +2 damage. 4 damage is 8 a lot. Negating put Ralph with Invulnerable. I think Invulnerable is now better on this guy. And conservative, I guess. I can actually put Buildings Immune here. Once I get the next mech reactor I get, I might throw Force Amp in here and then give this guy Building Immune. That seems good. I've used all my reactors. Now the question is, do I want to go for Dust Bowl now? Or do I want to go for Deadbird Field, the Lightning Storm? This looks kind of tough. Destroy 2 mountains, kill 7 enemies. The mountains are in pretty rough spots. And the enemies are probably going to be hard-ish to maneuver into killing mountains. Because these buildings are kind of far from them. I think it's possible once we get some mountains going, but we only have to kill 2. This, on the other hand, I don't know how to feel about. I think without the move, I would rather not do it. I feel bad skipping this mission entirely, but that one mech reactor is really, I think, going to be really good. You know, I think it's worth it enough. The question is, how much damage might we take here? I think it's really defensible. Like, we can take 4 here without even this whole block. I'm going to go for it. See, these cracked tiles, if they take damage, they turn into chasms. Which is actually really bad for this bomb. So what can I bait here? I can bait that attack, I can bait this attack. I can actually bait him to walk all the way over here. I think that's a pretty favorable attack. For him. For this Tumblebug. He doesn't have an attack. Oh no, he can attack here. I think I can move through the bomb. It counts as an ally. I might have to face tank that. I think I'm going to want the tumble bug not to be able to hit me there. So by doing this, the tumble bug can actually move over here, which means maybe I want my artillery to land here. I could also put the artillery there. I don't know how much more room that gives it. I might like this position better, because I can go all the way over here if I need, which may be important later. These guys are kind of a pain, actually. They might try to fire on my defense slab, and there's not a lot I can do about it. So if that's the case, let's try that. He can attack the bomb, which I can stop. This is gonna be probably kind of a rough turn one, depending on how this works. Interesting. Yep. Pretty bad. This isn't awful. I can actually stop a lot by forcing this out of the way. This isn't bad, actually. I think this is manageable. I can almost one-shot you, not quite. That doesn't matter, really. I think the real breaker is what am I gonna do with this guy? I can't just shoot him forward. I can shoot the bomb out of the way. Actually, that kills him. I like that. Let's do this. It does. How else can I push the bomb out of the way? Can I? I'd like to push the bomb here without pushing this guy away. I don't know if that's possible. We might have to juggle a little bit. So first of all, that's pretty obvious. I still have one move because of Chenrong, which is an awesome ability. I can actually stuff 2 attacks here by doing this. Cancel you, block this. I can't keep this mech here. I can actually do that. That'll hit a building, but it'll also block this and keep my mech from taking damage. So, end result here, I take 1 building damage, but I set myself up for a really good position. I think this is fine. I kill this guy. This guy gets hit. He's almost dead. What's the alternative here? I don't take any building damage, and I don't kill this guy. It's kind of a toss-up, to be honest. It might be hard for this guy to actually make an attack, so I think by doing this, it's completely fine. I just take 1 more mech damage, I don't kill this guy, and I don't take the building damage I like, and I can still move forward. Seems good. This guy might become difficult. There's a lot of risk here, I think. A lot of things can happen. But a handful of enemies are at 1. These 2 are at 1 HP. He's dead. He killed himself. Oof. I think, oh, that's not good. Let's see. So I can lava shot here on the bomb, push this bomb aside, push him out of the way, push him out of the way, and deal damage to the tile the bomb used to be on. This guy isn't actually much of a problem, although he looks like it. I think the first obvious move is that. I can even move that here. I can even undo this move if I really don't want it. And that keeps him from dying, which I like. So there are a few ways I can actually move this bomb. I also want to stop this attack. I feel like that's pretty important. Go there. So these 2 are kind of a threat now. But I can fire here. Push you out of the way, push you down. Is there a better way to deal with this? I don't think so. I think pretty much all I can do is, although I have 4 moves, so here... You know, I'd like to be on this rank, actually, so in case an enemy attacks this building... They can't attack that building, actually. Never mind. This seems pretty good. Go here. I think I take 1 more building damage. Not sure if there's anything I could have done about that. This looks fine. I will gladly take building damage here. Notice enemies aren't spawning. I think it's because I haven't killed any yet. I think all the enemies that are here have been alive since the beginning. So how much of a problem is this gonna be? He can't quite make it. You're hitting that, sort of annoying. You can't actually make it over to here. I don't think I'd want to have done that anyway. I could take another building damage. Am I gonna have to take another building damage? It's possible here. These enemies being clumped up is a problem. I'm thinking of what else I can do. I don't think I can do much. This guy needs to go. In order to do that, I have to punch him into something, or... Yeah, because this is a problem. I think I'm taking 1 more building damage, and I have to be happy about that. Or maybe I don't. I guess what I can do is I can punch here. I can fire here. Push these rocks back. And then what happens? He's still alive. Or is he? But then he attacks the bomb anyway, so, yeah, nothing I can do about that. I think I am taking 1 building damage, no matter what I do. So how do I want to take it? I can put this guy here, punch him, blows up that tile. Neutralizes this attack, which that attack might be happening if I'm doing this anyway. Put that here. Knock... Put you there. Put you into there. That will kill him. Blow this up. Deal 1 damage to the building. Do that. And then I need to knock him out of the way. This seems okay. I think that's fine. I take 1 building damage in this. It is getting kind of low. I'm at 3, but I think it's doable from here. And then finally, oh, that kills him. I didn't realize. So I can't push him here. Good thing I didn't do that earlier. So in order to not take any more building damage, I will need to push him onto my mech to attack him. And I take 1. Good news is I think it's not bad from here. He fires there, fine. He fires there, Is that bad? Because he's gonna blow that up. I think this is fine. Because I can go here. You attacking there is a little annoying. Although, ooh. You're gonna go here and kill him. Where he can actually act. I think this is a good turn. I can do that. I maxed him out. Field promotion. Invulnerable and conservative. That's an interesting pair. He's gonna kill that bug. The scarab. I'm going to put you there. And you can do whatever you want. But yeah, I can do this. Wait. Yeah, do that. put you aside. He dies, and that's it. That's all she wrote. Very good. Ralph's hanging in there. He's not having a good time. I already killed him at least twice. I did get the core, which is, I think, very important. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take this, get buildings immune here. What was the plan? I think I was going to put this on Ralph. To get buildings immune. That was the whole plan, yes. Do I want it on Ralph? I think it's okay. Force Stamp's really good. Now I want to go to something with power. Take less than 3 grid damage, which if I do, I die. So this is fine. And then power generator. This might be a little bit of an issue with the enemies we're fighting. Because I think the seismic activity here kind of goes across the map. So I might not like this mission. Because if I strand all these mechs on one side, there's pretty much nothing I can do to stop, say, a Firefly from shooting here. Or across there. So this map, even though it looks pretty good, I think is actually very bad. That probably not going to do. That's kind of a gimme. That's a pretty okay setup, too. And then there's this, which has a lightning storm, which I really like. I actually really like the layout of this map. These are pretty defensible. These are really defensible. And these, yeah, I'm pretty much not taking building damage here. The scarabs might actually be a little bit of an issue, but I think I have my artillery to deal with that. So maybe it is a bit of a problem because these tumblebugs. We'll see. It might not be great. I think I'd like to be here. Can I do this? Is this better? That may be better. I think I like this more. Yeah, this gives me a lot of sway. It's not really going any specific things. I know these guys can attack one tile next to him. These lightning bolts are random. I don't think an enemy's gonna land on them though. That's about expected. That's about expected too. I can smoke him out. He can't do anything. These units are boosted. Because of this Vec, each other unit, for each enemy unit, each Vec will do 1 extra damage. So he's not attacking. I can do a lot here. I can do a lot here. I think if I use the artillery mech though to do it, I can't stop this guy, which is bad. I can kill him. And then, ooh, okay, I like this, I think, more than I actually thought. I can do this. Stop you. I can punch you there, which is gonna do that. I can step out of the way. And I can actually kill both of you. Excellent. Now I'm really far ahead. So I think I want to focus on destroying the egg sacs. I can have 3 enemies to deal with this turn. Yeah, the lightning I think is just random. It's an insta-kill, I think it's just 4 random squares. Just like that. That's kind of annoying, actually. Ooh, actually, no, it's not. It's fine. That's an excellent move. He's gonna kill his buddy. I can do that. So I think, and there might not actually be a way to kill this here. Kind of a shame, but he's dead. He's dead. It seems like a really good turn otherwise, so I'm doing it. I'll do that. Oh, I could. Oh, that's even better, actually, if I do this. I can even step aside here. So he kills that. That mech's dead. Or that, Vex Scion. The lightning, dead. And then I can even shoot that, kill the other exec. And yeah, 3 enemies to deal with next turn. Okay, controlling the amount of enemies in the field It's like controlling the amount of damage you can take and lowering it as much as you can is pretty much how you keep the momentum going in this game. Pretty awkward lightning spots. Can I? This is a weird setup. I'm not taking any damage here, I think. It's really easy, no damage turn. I think what I'm afraid of the most is scarabs spawning from here. Although these enemies should probably die. I might do... It's weird. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna step here. Do that. Since this guy can move so well, we will do that. Seems good. These guys might do something. I still have a move too. I don't think I'm gonna use it. Seems good. The only thing I'm worried about is maybe something attacking here in a difficult spot. Well, I don't think it's gonna happen. No scarabs. That's got a lot of mobility though. I might be a little scared of that. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. That's great. Okay, this is free. You're gone. You cannot... I can't kill you. Maybe I should have moved him earlier. Doesn't matter. Shenrong isn't maxed, actually. Ralph is, so... This is happening here, he's dying. And they're both hitting nothing. Oh, he did all the bonus objectives. So, no grid damage. 2 more energy. I think that paid off pretty well. Okay, so far we've kept our perfect island. I was really worried about the, this mission here, or not this mission. The, what was this mission? The prototype bombs. I was thinking this is gonna be very difficult to do, but, managed to. Okay, this is actually gonna be hard to do. Because we had to destroy 5 coups. I forgot about this. I was having such a good time up until now. Ignorance is bliss. So what can you even do? You just, like, take over a tile. Interesting. So there are a lot of bad moves here, I think. Good news is you can one-shot him. I'm pretty much always doing that. And I think you need to be here to knock that aside. And then you need to be back here to possibly knock some enemies away. Seems okay. I think he might actually be forced into... Well, he can go here anyway. That's fine. That's good. That's bad. Walled me off. That's pretty disgusting. That's really disgusting. Is the corporate tower gone? I don't think it is. I think there's a way to solve it. So you can punch there and that kills you. You can go over here and knock you aside. I'll put them there. I'm taking 3 damage. I do not like that. I think what I'd like to do is have you fire here and have the artillery fire there. And then something has to be done with Ralph. Or not Ralph. Shenrong, no. So yeah, that's really hard. I might be taking a lot of building damage here for the perfect island. I think 3 is actually reasonable to take because perfect island can give you up to 4. Actually, do I know how much reputation I have? It doesn't tell me here. I don't remember how much I had. But it seems reasonable to... I'd really like to put damage on you as soon as possible. This is tough, not gonna lie. You can only move 3. I can push you out of the way. With this. There's probably a good solution here that I'm not seeing. So if I fire here, that blows this up. Not doing that. If I fire here, that blows this up. Not doing that. I can fire here to push this out of the way and then push this into the other tumblebug unless I punch this out of the way somehow. I can also fire here, which will only push that into the other tumblebug, which is bad. I can fire here and push him away, which is good. I think all 3 of my mechs can do that. But the combat mech I would like to use to just one-shot that. So how much building damage am I really taking here? I can actually kill you by doing that. Ugh. There's a lot of time I can spend on this turn. Just thinking about it. Not a lot of these moves are good. Gonna have to make a bad move at some point. So I think what I was thinking was I can punch here. Well, I can, first of all, I can move this, but if I move it first before I attack, there's pretty much nothing I can do. So I think I have to punch here. I can then pretty easily lob an artillery over, push these out of the way, smoke him out. And then I have this to work with for Ralph, which Ralph can't do very much, unfortunately. I think I'm taking 3 damage and not putting... okay. If this building's dying anyway... Oh, that actually splits him. I wonder what that does. I might actually spawn a guy here to block it. So I think if I'm lucky... I forget how large goo behaves. But if I'm lucky, I may get away with this with only 2 damage. Let's try it. So we do that, we do this... And then we do that. Yes, okay, we lucked out. We're taking 2. I wonder if these guys had to spawn here. But this worked out real well. I like this. As long as we don't die, we're fine, because we can buy all of our energy back at the end of this. I think would I rather be here? Closer to this rock, or would I rather be here? I think I'd rather be here. I might have to move this out of the way anyway. And I can go here if I need. It's actually really close, because I only have 3 move. Well, let's think about it. What are these guys going to do in these next turns? You're probably going to go straight for the corporate tower. You might attack this knight. This is going to be dead, so you might actually go over here in a difficult spot. You are going to do something real annoying, like probably set up here and punch there. That's what I would do if I was Timberluck. And then these blobs are going to probably attack these buildings. So does it actually matter what they do here? So I inadvertently just walled myself off. I might like this better, just in case a blob goes here to attack. Or here, I guess. I don't know why a blob would, but... Actually, it probably wouldn't. I don't think it actually matters which one I do here. Maybe it does. I think I'd like to keep it here. These are these little things that you have to look at turn. Like, maybe something will give you a slight advantage, depending on how things play out. Can I still act? No, I can still move. I'm not gonna move. But little subtle things like that, I can decide the game if you don't see something. Okay, you did exactly what I thought. You did exactly what I thought. Oh, you can do that? Okay, I hate this. I can't actually fire that, so... I see a few ways around this, but there are 3 attacks on my tower, which is awful. I think if I do shoot here, 1 damage, bump, deal 2 damage, blow this up, take 1 more damage. That looks like a really good move. I like that for a first move. I took damage there. I think that's okay. I have to stop both of these. I think I do that. Do I take 2 grid damage to save the corporate tower? I can save the corporate tower and take 2 damage, and that'll put me at 1. Do I have an alternative? I might not have another choice. I don't think I do have another choice. I can't actually reach him. Well, maybe I can if I do this. And then, yeah, I do actually. I could kill Maria. With 2 turns left. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I risk this. Maybe I do. How does this look? This is gonna be weird. I feel odd not having the artillery mech, and I'm gonna have to block 1 spawn. Okay, dead mech. You did nothing. You're doing that. You're doing that. So what's going on here? This shouldn't just kill me, but there's a chance that it does. Is it possible to block you? Oh, this might kill me. Actually, I can still take some damage, I guess. I had to be very creative about how I take it. I can smoke you, but I can't walk up and punch either of these. Okay, what I might have to do, I can punch here, I can step out of the way, and I can fire here. And I go to 1 health. 2 health, 2 health. He deals 1 damage. And I think there's still a shot at me beating this bonus objective, actually. I really have to press on hitting him, and I really am hoping these guys don't just kill me. Oh, they're enraged. This is fine. This is good. That's a really lucky spawn, actually. We've done it. That is... These are very dire straits. But I think what I can do... I can actually get 2 kills here. I don't think it's gonna matter, but I can do this. I take 1 more damage, and I live hanging on by a thread. But I do live, and that counts. This is why I really hate not being able to choose your islands. But we got a perfect island. Many died. Many died. How much damage did I take here? I took a lot. I took at least 4. And killed a pilot. There we go, perfect island. But now I get to choose... Oh, that's so good. Burning Mortar is okay, I guess. Stealth damage and just set stuff on fire. It's actually not that good. I take it back. This pilot is excellent. Getting boosted on a kill and is skilled, which means I get 1 extra movement and 2 extra health. Excellent pilot. I think I choose that 100% of the time. I think I move Ralph to here. And then I'm debating who to put Chen in and who to put Morgan in. Gaining boosted on kill is excellent. I think Morgan is gonna have more case to be in the center with 2 more health, 1 more move. And I'm going to... Oh, Chen has the reactor core, doesn't she? So we're gonna do this. And then we're going to spend reputation. Oh, that's such a good ability for Morgan. We're in a heartbeat, we're taking that. Missile Barrage, it hits every enemy on the screen. I feel like I need to do this. Max that out. Buy a reactor core. I got an achievement by buying 10 power grid. Just because I lost so much, I'm offsetting it all. Powering you. I would like to... I think this works out perfectly. Yes, it does. Install another one, 2 more damage. I don't have the +2 damage in this, but I have 2 damage with rockets. I do have conservative on Ralph, which is nice. But I think I'd rather Missile Bravo, would I? What if I undo this? What's the alternative look like? I can put Morgan in... No, I would put Ralph, but I think the boosted Missile Barrage dealing 3 damage is going to be excellent. I just need to get a kill on Morgan first, which probably isn't going to be that hard. Is there anything I could sell? I could sell Force Amp for 1, but I don't think 1 does anything for me. Aerial bombs are okay. Science class is pretty good. I don't have a science class weapon, but control shot's nice. Aerial bombs are maybe. I would have to sell probably Force Amp and probably Ralph for it. It's a brute class weapon, which means it can only go in Shenrong. I'm probably not going to do that. I think I'm fine leaving this as it is. This is a pretty good loadout. Okay, so by completing 2 islands, I've unlocked Pinnacle Robotics. After seeing 2 corporate islands, the final mission is available to complete, so I can go here, basically. I think I might not. Actually, I might go to Pinnacle instead. Just to unlock this island, I guess. I'm not worried anymore because I have the rockets. And I can just gain more reactor cores, so we're going to Pinnacle. So yeah, the lore with Pinnacle is Zenith, which is the leader. It's like this robot sentient life form and tries to value like human and robot life. So you see like robot life kind of turning on your mechs, so you have to put a stop to it somehow. So like this is a good example. You have to protect the cannon bot and destroy the hacking facility. So this cannon bot works against you, kind of attacks you in your buildings until you destroy the robotics factory. Robotics lab. Also, it'd be really good if this got... This would be the best roll ever if Morgan got conservative. So I'm forced into this, basically. Blocked Vex spawning 3 times. I don't think that's an issue. I'm gonna have to do that eventually. I could gun for a reactor core immediately, which seems okay. These buildings are pretty defensible. So the energy shield basically negates any attack. It can be any amount of damage. If you hit it for like 5 damage, for example, it'll just cancel it. It's just a 1-hit shield. It's a buffer. It also blocks fire, freezing, acid, and stuff. That also applies to your units if you get shielded. So I have 2 damage in the rockets right now, which means all of these are elite, which is pretty awful. I even forget the enemies that are supposed to show up. I know spiders, moths, beetles. I saw some other stuff too. I can't remember if I saw a digger or a burrower. They're both pretty nasty. So you basically shoot in a line sort of like a firefly. So what I'd like you to do is fire along that line for me. Thank you. You're going to shoot an egg that webs everything next to it. So you can actually only fire along... Can you even fire on anything? You can stay there. But if I do this, I think you can only web a building and that's it. Which seems great. I like that. This is a good layout. I like this. This should be a nice, easy mission. Exactly what I thought you'd do. Oh, you can move there now. I failed to consider that. The hacking facility's gone. That's good. There's a lot to parse here. Yeah, I have to destroy the hacking facility. This webbing is kind of nasty. You are going straight for the hacking facility. Or straight for the, not hacking facility, straight for my robotics lab, which I don't like. Please stop. Wait, can I stop you? One, two. I feel like I can stop it. Ooh, maybe I can't. This might not be as free as I thought. 3, 4. Can I rocket? Does that do anything? That is a nice tile. So I'm thinking is if I can somehow break this. But how is the question. I can do this, I take 3 damage, which will kill me. I can also just do that. I think I may end up having to reset this turn. I can actually do something like this. Push you back. Oh, this might be fine. You're still webs. 1, 2. I think this is okay. Because then I can walk up here and I take 1 building damage. Punch you. I take 2 building damage. I think that's okay. I can push you into there, which will do 4. That's so close. I take 2 building damage. I think I have to be happy about that. This is okay. 2 building damage is a fine price to pay. These guys are in kind of difficult positions, if I'm being honest. Good. Good, I think? I think this is very good. Did I put anything at 1? I didn't. You block a spawn for me, but you also hit that building. It's a bit of an issue. Okay, so what's going on? I can punch you, that only does 1 damage. I'm gonna get some kill streaks going with, Morgan, so I can get some rockets off. So, one idea I see, I can stop like 3 different things here by doing this. You get stopped, you actually knock him over there, pushing you away, and this is pretty good, I think. I need to put you out of the way. I think I'll do that. Oh, maybe I messed up. I think I messed up. I actually want you here. Fire there. You go back there. Okay. So from here, you're gonna hit each other. You're gonna knock that over. I can fire on you. I can even move another. I can attack you there. Set you on fire. He dies in 2 turns. I can actually, like, do this. Is that good? Is that better than the alternative? You deal 3. And you go first. I like this. So you don't actually get your attack off. You get slammed and you die. And then... This looks really good. No damage taken. You're dying next turn. You're dead now. You ram into the wall. This enemy spawns. That enemy also spawns on fire. Nor you. You're not doing anything. You are not doing anything either. You're webbing me. This is a good turn. These guys are just... Oh, they're destroying each other. These guys are not having a good time. You're actually slamming that. You are killing before you do anything. You're actually stopping there just in time for this moth to lob a shot on. Can I stop you? Oh, I can actually. Excellent turn. And Shenrong got skilled. That's a very good Shenrong. Skilled is one of the better abilities just on any pilot. This is a broken unit right now. I can even wreak some more havoc if I wanted. Maybe I can't. These guys are doing enough to themselves. I better just, I think it's mercy rule. I think I have to be a good sport. Show good sportsmanship and just don't do anything. Pass my turn. Who still has to go? You can go. You're dead. Your turn's over. You can do something, but I'm not gonna make you. That's really good. These poor units. Oh, and you get pushed too. I forgot this pushes. That is very important. Okay. Is this an awkward turn? I don't think it is. I think it's pretty straightforward. And I can actually use the rockets here. Oh, look at all that XP. I forgot it just always does 2 damage. 13 XP. Love to see it. And that's it. I don't think we're losing this one. The game has some BS at later levels, but I don't think we're losing. This is an excellent run so far. Shenrong got skilled. Amazing. So Shenrong just has a lot of maneuverability now. Alright, so I have a mech reactor, or reactor core, which I can do something with this. Do I want to give Morgan... I want to give Morgan more stats, I think Titan Fist is a really important upgrade. So I can move 5. That's excellent. Shenrong's really good too. I might actually move Force Amp off of Chen at some point. And onto Ralph. I have to remember this can target buildings now. I've just been so used to not targeting buildings with it. Do I want to undo this, actually? Because I could just do it now. But then what is Shenrong gonna do? Maybe I just keep it on Morgan for now. That's what I'm gonna do. Morgan has a lot of good upgrades that are potentially good. I can get +1 mech reactor, and I'll have to deal with adding 1 more, which would be very good. I can get Conservative, which would be excellent for Missile Barrage. I can get Opener, which would be excellent for just anything. But let's go... Could defend the factories easily enough too. I think I'm gonna creep this way though. Block Vex spawning 3 times. So basically what this means is I need to kill very fast. And in order to do that, I need to be careful about where to place these. So you have a lot of movement. This looks good enough. I'm not going to go too much into the details. Oh, that's an awful no storm spot. That's terrible. That is awful. Yeah. What do I do here? So, looking at this, I can shoot you into the water. I can't even stop you? I can't even stop any of these guys. I can also just punch you into the water. That kills. I can do something else with this. I have buildings immune now. I just said I wouldn't forget about it, and I go and forget it. Looks great. Punch you. I get boosted because pushing in the water counts as a kill. And ooh, you push, so I don't actually want to put you there. I might just have to eat this 1 damage. Or do I? I'd like that spider dead. So I don't want to push you here, because you attack the building, take 2, and I take 3 in total. I don't want to push you there because I take 2 from this. I think as it stands, I want to take 1 and call this good. What I think I'd like to do is kill that spider. Oh, I can even force a bump here. You get an extra damage on this guy. Okay. So I really need to focus on killing enemies. I think to do that, I need to use rockets. Oh, I don't take any. I forgot it's froze. Nice. There should be 1. Wait, this one's skilled, right? Oh, that's awful. Yeah. So what's happening here? These units freeze. What can I do here? I can rocket now? That seems decent, actually. Deal a lot of damage. You don't even die. Wow. I can kill the spiderling. Or the spider spawner thing. And block his spawn at the same time. I would very much like to kill you. I think I would also like to, oh, I can kill you, too. Okay, so I need to move these units all the way over to the other side of the map. But how much of an issue would that be? If a unit's frozen, their attack gets cancelled, by the way. In any attack, it's like a shield, basically, except they can't actually do anything. Okay, this is not bad at all. This is as good as 1, I think. I can't rocket anymore. That's no issue. I need to prepare you. I would like to bump you there, maybe. I freeze you, that's okay. And finally, we'll do this. Move here. Seems good. I do have a bonus move, so I can move here if I wanted. I think I'd rather not. Okay, this will block 2 more spawns. It'll be the bonus objective. Sorry if you hear me drinking my boba. I've only got a little bit left. I know some of it picks up on the mic, but not that big an issue, I don't think. So there are 4 units. All I have to do is survive. I'm pretty much guaranteed to win here. Just don't kill any of my units, and that's it. I can push you there, actually. Does that do anything? I don't think it does, actually. Wait, do you bounce back? You do bounce back, so that kills you. I could even kill my own unit. I can do this. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I think that... yeah, it's fine. Does freezing put out the fire? It does. I didn't know that. I want to feed Morgan as much XP as I can. I think next battle will do it. All my pilots will be next. Cool. And then we kind of have a choice here. I might just go for these two. Defend the robots from the robot factories. Robot factories spawn robots. This I don't know how to feel about. 6 or fewer is pretty much impossible. We're gonna ignore that one. I think let's defend the robots first. Because all we do is kill now. It is an annoying spawn to start. You have a lot of things you can do. Wow. This guy's a menace. I didn't even know if I could bait an attack properly here. So if I wanted to get this one rooted, I could go here. I do have a lot of movement. It's actually better than I think. I guess. These guys spawn mines, but they move randomly. They're basically green units. And as green units, they are stupid. So, I can move here too. The spider can attack me from there, but it can't attack me from there. I could creep up here. Did it give me a tooltip with water? This is telling me if I put a mech in water, I can't do anything with it. That much I know. I think the most ideal spot might be here. Nothing can hit me from here, right? Well, you guys can, but I can step out of the way. Then it becomes who, or what's going on here, I guess. He's moving out of the way, which means he might be targeting there. I think this is okay. I'm not going to overthink it too much. That scorpion is actually... ugh, okay. I think a scorpion's going to guarantee to attack here. Kind of annoying. Freeze is pretty bad, actually. Freeing his guy, that's fine. Scorpion's definitely guaranteed there. That spider is not doing anything. That's a problem because I'm waterlogged. It's actually a really big problem. I don't know how I didn't see that. How much damage do I take here? Oh, I can kill it too. I have to sacrifice my turn. But I can do something like this. And then I can move this now. And I did technically kill a unit. And I can do something like that. Oh, I wish that didn't, ooh, no, okay. I take 3 damage here if I do this. Trying to think, I'm so close to killing this scorpion and knocking this alpha beetle away. Is it doable? I don't think it's doable. The best I can do is just damage this, yeah. And then do this. But then... yeah, okay. Maybe I just knock him back in. Do I take this damage? I think I reset. Because I forgot to see if I knocked him over here, he would be attacking my robot. Yeah, my mine bots. I liked this. This is a good move. It got a kill because it got that, technically. Can I pressure you enough to... I can deal 3 damage if I do that. And then I am sacrificing that Alpha Scorpion. So I may be taking 2 no matter what here. I'm thinking about it. I don't want to push him here because he'll destroy my time pod. I can block this. Am I taking 2? I may not have a choice. Is this a good move? Putting that there? And then just shooting the Scorpion off? Seems like an okay move. I take 2 damage for sure. I think that's fine. I can even move 1 more. That spider still being alive is an issue because I don't have rockets anymore. I do block a spawn, so it might be manageable. We'll see. Get 2 damage. That Vec dies. You 2 are moving. You're firing there. You're dead. Doesn't matter what you do. That's problematic. That's problematic. It's also problematic. I am boosted. I can deal 3 damage. So what can I do here? I can punch you, but that won't actually kill. I can punch you, but that won't kill either. I think I can walk here, and I can kill this guy. I can shoot there. Shenrong actually survives. Shenrong can just walk out of the way. I like this. Punch. Best of the best, that's all 3 pilots upgraded. And Morgan got conservative. Okay, these 2 are probably the best pilots I've ever seen. And I even get to use the back of his little barrage. I'm so glad I recorded this. Luckiest turn I've ever had. Like, not even kidding. First I get invulnerable on this guy when I set him up to die. Conservative isn't really useful. Mech reacting skill is excellent on Shenrong. And skilled and conservative is arguably, if you have the rockets, the best you can possibly get on Morgan. Streamer luck is real. I should have recorded this game ages ago. Who do I have left? You can not do anything. You freeze yourself. I can push you there. So dumb. Oh wait, buildings are immune, so I can. Oh, I can't actually reach you. I was gonna say I can just fire in the building and knock you into the water. I keep forgetting that. Okay. Remember how I said this was gonna be easy from Island 2 on out? I don't think we're ever gonna have a problem again. There may be a few gotchas, but having 2 rockets is extremely powerful. Like, is this even an issue? I really don't think it is. I think I can just push these out of the way. I didn't even have to pay much mind to what I do from now. You're going here, just because I want to, and you are gonna kill every enemy except 1. And free this guy, I guess, but that's okay. I go down to 1 on Morgan. You know, maybe I don't want to block a spawn. So easy, it's that easy. Just roll really good on your pilots. I take 1 damage. This should be a cakewalk. I might get rooted here, but I think it's an easy fix. Okay, yeah. Frozen, nice. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So the good news is I can just do that. Oh, I used my reset already, didn't I? Is Chen dead? I might have messed up. Yeah, I might have. I think Shenrong's dead. Either Chen or Morgan, I think, dies. Oh, that's pretty unfortunate. If I had one more move. I wish I thought this through more. Because I was gonna push this guy away. Ugh. Is this salvageable? The only thing that can kill me is myself. I think I just did. Oh wait, Chen doesn't even die. Oh wow, okay. Never mind. We're good. Shenrong's fine. This scorpion can't even kill me. And boosted also increases my heal too. You kill yourself. You don't do anything. You don't do anything, and you don't even kill. Wow. Never mind. My team is so good that even I can't kill myself. Okay. Time pod. Got it. It is another pilot. Archimedes is a really good pilot, but with thick skin, it's just not worth it. Conservative, excellent. Got another reactor core. Skilled conservative, really good. Let's see. I could put another... We've got a lot to give here. I can put another reactor here. Maybe give more health. Or a dash, maybe. I think more health. I'm never going to use it, but I would like to keep Missile Barrage at 2 for now. And maybe Frozen Plains. 6 or fewer, not even going to try. I think it's definitely this. Okay. So you are going to be annoying. For a lot of reasons. This can move for 5? That's decent. I think I would like this. You can root 2 at once there, which I don't like. I think I like this. So you can shoot maybe here. That would be the most annoying thing you can do. Which is actually pretty annoying. Maybe I've convinced myself into doing this, so I can shoot along this row. That way, the spider can't root 2 of us at once. These guys might be obnoxious. I think they're going to go for here. This guy might go here, actually. Who goes first? You, do you not even have an attack? You don't have an attack. If I just, do this. Ah, sorry, I had to sneeze. You don't have an attack. Yeah, that's pretty certain. You can go here or here. You are probably going to line up one of these places, and you're... So these guys are all going to be condensed right here. I think this is a good start. There's a lot of influence I have there. That is not a bad time pod spot, actually, I think. It's kind of ideal. You can't attack. You're gonna do that. Unless there's something I'm missing. And then you're gonna go there. Then we have the robots. What's going on here? I could just rock it now. That's not gonna do anything. Maybe you're a problem. Maybe. What if I do rock it now? What does it look like? I can kill both of you if I rock it. I think I like this. I didn't even kill the robot. You get set on fire. Oh, you don't die. I take this. Okay. I think I miscalculated this. So you don't actually die. You die, but you don't. What else can I do with this? What Shenron was here? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can push you out of the way. I think that's what I have to do. I may not be able to stop you. That looks really good. We'll see if I can. I mean, I don't think I can, actually. I think this 2 damage happens either way, but I'm much more comfortable with this. Maybe even just a punch here. I do take 2 damage here. I think it's okay. I think I set up for rockets next turn. I do this. Rockets are gonna shred next turn. They're gonna kill every enemy in the map except for this. 2 damage. I think it's okay. It is a little risky because I can't gain power until I complete the island. Yeah, this turn is gonna be a bloodbath. We'll see how much damage this actually is in total. But the theory is I do this, and then I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units dead. 28 XP, cool. Yeah. Pretty broken. Let's put you in the corner here. Yeah. It was over before it began. Gonna spawn a bunch of units here. I don't think it matters at all. Fire on you. Go here. I still have a rocket use even. Yeah, this is fine. We are in absolute control. Ooh. I don't think that's an issue still. Because I can just do that. That just kills. Okay. And then, yeah. That's it. Yep. Really easy. I think this last round's gonna be a breeze. Quick fire artillery. That's not great, I don't think. That's probably just fodder for recycling. We're gonna get yeah, that now. We're gonna get 9 reputation this island, which is incredible. Also, I don't have a oh, this is just the wrong class. I can put it on the artillery. I think I'd rather not. But I would like to do this. I lose a move, but I gain +2 damage in the fist. So I can do 5 damage in a single hit. I have to one-shot most enemies. Oh, it's the Scion. So the Sign Abomination has a lot of buffs. I think it gives enemies 1 regeneration, 1 health, and makes them explode on death. And he has 5 health to start. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Is this... I really hope this doesn't just kill me. I don't think it will. You can move 3, which is, I guess, interesting. Not much more than that, though. So if you go here, unless you hide, I can pretty much find you wherever you are. Yeah, if he moves, like, max distance, I guess. I think I would like to bait this attack. And I would like to bait this attack. Spider might be a problem. Is this a good lineup? I can also put this here. I think that's fine. I shouldn't take more than 3 damage this way. I'm not holding my breath. That's excellent. That's really good. I don't know how I feel about that. That building's only 1. What declared an attack after? I think I missed it. I don't know. But yeah, this is exactly why I lined this up. You go there. You... How much should you have? 5? And I can move out of the way after. So I can block this. Wait, you only deal 3. I can just tank that hit. I guess I could also do... Maybe I'd rather just kill this. I think I'd rather just kill it. Yeah. And then... How did I mess up already? It is only 1 damage. I think I'm stingy. I think I need to fight for that damage. So now what I want to do is go back here. Fire on you. Go here. Fire on you. Step here. I take 3 damage. And then walk over and punch. I think it's fine that this regenerates. We're pressing the advantage here. But we take no damage. That's the important part. He's not gonna like being in the corner, I think. He does that again. I think that's okay. I don't think this matters. Okay, I think this is an excellent turn. Do that. Do this. We do that. What's the order here? You're gonna kill them both. Grant set on fire. Yeah, okay. It is in our control again. With this, it only takes like a turn or 2, and the rest of the fight's in our control. Alright, he's dead. He is not dead yet, although I can kill it. I can go way over here to do it, which I might have to. I still have rockets, so that's good. I cannot put you on a tile that I want. I can't do this. Maybe that's not worth it. I think I'd rather do that. Repair, block his spawn. And you can still move. I think over here. We'll just call that good. If I can't kill you, that's an issue, but it's, yeah, super easy to do. So, what I'm gonna do, I can do this. I can do this. And I can just rocket everyone. Just to show off, just to kill every enemy. And that's it. Good Samaritan. I think that's the achievement for 9 corporate reputation on Island, which we did get. Cool. And then Henry Kwan's okay. Masochist is, if you're not full health, you gain 2 speed, I think. Which, I don't think it's super useful as it is. Rebounding volley, meh, it's definitely a good power. Alright, So now we're thinking, is Titan Fist not as good as Refractor Beam? Refractor Beam is a busted ability. Fissure Fist is interesting. Fissure Fist is really interesting. It is a prime class weapon, but I can crack tiles and then shoot rockets if enemies are on the tiles to just kill everything. It is also... Ooh, it is a limited use item. Is that better? How good is that? That is a lot of damage. I guess I'm forced to using one or the other, but that is not bad. That might be good, actually. I sort of really like that. So instead of Titan Fist doing 3, it's this, or doing 4. Let me plan this out. So you do that. I can undo everything, I think, if I don't like what I'm doing. But yeah, I'll just sell that. I will buy this. It's either Refractor Laser, which is 1 to 3. So this would give me 5, 6 damage, as opposed to this gives me 5. I think the Refractor Laser... These are close to each other. These are really close. I might like Fissure Fist more. Maybe not. I think I like Refractor Laser. That's just such a good ability. We'll sell the Titan Fist. We'll put Refractor Laser in here. We'll power it. We're gonna give another Reactor Core to Morgan. We're gonna go +2 damage, so we do 5 damage to start. Yeah, this is a win condition, basically. What can I sell? Artemis Artillery keeping, Forcing keeping, all these I think I can keep. I can sell Archimedes. Or I can just keep Archimedes for the next run, or for the next island, to see if I can get 1 more out of it. I think it's what I'm doing. I'll get 2 more Reactor Cores. We'll say... I could just give Shenrong +1 damage. Shenrong honestly isn't doing a whole lot now. This just scales so harshly, like you have to do 2 for 1 damage and then 2 for another damage, but you can get it up to 3, which is okay. I think I'm gonna give 1 more move and then more health. And let's do Detritus. This is extremely fine, I think. The Vec came, Detritus took on what refugees we could. What we lack is your military experience, Commander. What experience I've got. Take less than 3 gear damage, destroy the Acid Storm Controller. This is the freest mission if I've ever seen one. So either I can deal 4 damage to everything immediately, refract something and deal a lot more damage to everything immediately, or try to stall a turn and deal 6 damage to everything in the second turn. This is the freest mission of my life. And acid basically double damage in a single hit. Pretty straightforward. I might actually... 5, 4, that's close. It's really close. I don't think I can technically do it yet. So I'd like to keep the Acid Storm Controller alive, I guess, for turn 1, if that's possible. So, 1, you are almost guaranteed attacking here pretty much always. I don't think there's anything else I can make you do to not do that. Oh yeah, we start seeing leaders too. If you make it to the 4th island, 4th main island, you start seeing leaders in regular combats. Unfortunately, this leader, well, unfortunately for it, fortunately for me, this leader is not very good at doing what it's doing. I think this is an easy Refractor Laser win. It's like, it may, for example, try to go here. I'm gonna put this back here. This looks like a good start. Question is, these guys, what are you gonna do? They're probably gonna go here. I may be forced into a Rocket Storm turn 1. We'll see. Ooh, he's destroying the controller for me. Annoying, annoying. How much HP do you have? Do you have 5? 4. Oh, okay, so dead, dead. Not dead. Not dead. Not dead, not dead, but you 2 burrow. Can I keep the Acid Storm controller alive here, is my question. So that deals a lot of damage to enemies. I think the Acid Storm controller might not be good. So, in that case, what I'd like to do is just obliterate everything in this one turn, like that. And then you're still acided, so I can just kill you. Go there, and then we will go here. And boom, everything's dead. The music of this game is so good. Especially Detritus. Detritus might be one of my favorite themes. So if I get lucky, which I did, I can, this is 4 move, right? I can shoot that here, kill this, and block a spawn at the same time. And I can almost fire and then walk over, but I can't. I think, oh, I can just Refractor Beam kill too. I think this deals at least 1 damage, right? Double action weapon. Yeah, I have to do 2 different things. So there. I get a kill. I go here. I repair. This guy just lined up to die. Maybe I should give a quarter Ralph. Keep him alive. Then he is invulnerable, so I don't really care. And this Scion, all it does is restores health to it's basically blood 1 health at the beginning of my turn, or at the end of my turn, excuse me. I think what I'd like to do is, again, it doesn't matter. I could just rocket for the win here. Actually, that doesn't even kill. Just being greedy. Excellent mission. I think every mission's gonna look like this from here on out. I don't think it's very likely I'm gonna get caught. Because if you get this, those are like the 2 best weapons in the game, both on my prime mech. So I already have Refractor Laser. I think I want to give a health to Ralph, just in case he gets caught. I'd like to keep him alive for the rest of the mission. Then I think it just starts stacking damage. I can overcharge a lot here. I think I go here, then here, then here. Defend the power plants, destroy the egg stacks. This is a really bare map. There's no acid. Building just all in the blocks. It's kind of boring, honestly. You're a leader now. Wait, what does the starfish leader do? That's weird. Okay. Pushes adjacent tiles, and it deals damage to the isometric, or not isometric, I guess pushes the isometric tiles and deals damage to the straight up and down, side to side ones. I have a Refractor Laser, which means I can probably bait this attack. Actually, he's going last. I think this guy's gonna steal it, and then he's gonna have nowhere to go. So since this guy goes first, I think he's pretty likely to go here. Granted, I set him up for it. We'll do this. This seems like it'd be good. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Oh, the actual starfish went first. So this looks a little weirder now. Okay, so refractor beam to good effect. I can do that. I can make him hide. Is he doing anything? He's not attacking. I think what I do is this. I do that. I don't think it matters. I take 1 damage in my mech. I can actually do this. They actually hit each other. You die, actually. And then we'll, yeah. Cool. In turn. I just have to defend the power plants. Okay, you're back up. I think I can refractor you. I can make you hide again pretty easy. You are... Does this kill? It is 6 damage. It does kill. As if there were any question. Like that. Pretty important, I don't want to push him here. Although I can do this. Push you on the spawn block 1 more. I can still technically fire, but can't really. And I still have rockets. This is incredibly free, just like the others. I'm gonna overcharge my grid by a lot. So overcharging your grid is, if you have max power and you gain more power, you get some grid defense, which just gives you an overpower bonus. It's a % chance to resist a grid damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't quite make it there. I can do this. It really doesn't matter what I do from here. Do that. Why not? Turn. Whatever spawns here we can handle. Pretty easy. The moths could have been a little annoying, but not really. This scorpion isn't going to do anything to me. I can also just refract the scorpion. That is kind of an annoying position, to be honest. Does this do anything, actually? It hides you. I can take 1 of these hits, but not both. I can refractor here, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. I can also just free him. And that's what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I just refractor through my own unit? I can. I drop it to 1, and then I can go there. That's it. Extra health paid off. Yeah, we have a lot of grid defense now. And we're just gonna take all the... defending the terrain is actually kind of difficult. He's dead in 1 shot. That one might be an annoying one to deal with, now that I think about it. I can line it up to where all of these guys have to kind of go for 3s on me. I like this. Just shooting from the hip. That time pod spot is not an issue. You're gonna go there. That's an interesting move. I think you just walled the Firefly out. Well, the Firefly can still hit, actually. Just not along the train. Okay. Firefly can't do anything, actually. Okay. So, fairly easy. It's just, zap. And then... fire here. And then just knock this guy out of the way. Cool. And we're in control again. I think I can refractor it again. Oh, that might have actually messed it up. Again, it doesn't matter. Actually kill you. Do that. Do this. And we'll do that. And train missions are one less turn, if you happen to notice, but you have to deal with 3 actual like, enemy turns and loops there. And there. I can just chunk there, maybe. Fire there. And then rocket. You don't have to put much thought into this. That's it. Another time pod, probably another reactor. Confusion, mass confusion. Doesn't make much sense to have here. We just obliterate everything, that's what we're doing. I've never actually used this weapon. I wonder if it's okay. It's any class. What was that I wanted to do next? Just stack stuff on Shenrong. We'll install, maybe we'll take a health, we'll put damage instead. And then we'll go kill 4 enemies inflicted with acid. Is that hard? Are there gonna be 4 enemies alive long enough? So if you think about it, I think I'm gonna go for 9 reputation. Possibility of a reactor core. We'll go here, I gotta line up these. I can inflict one of these guys with acid, and then I'll set something back here. This guy can actually line up here, which might mess me over. I'll try that. So I think this guy's gonna line either... Oh, I hit my DPI button on my mouse. Another pod, interesting. Either here or here, that's where he's gonna go. Yep. Fine. So, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2... let's see here. These attacks aren't that threatening. I may have a hard time finishing some of these though. So first draft is shoot here. I actually don't have to kill you. I can. So we go here, we do that, and just hit the wall after, something like that. We do have +1 damage in this now. So... should I hit something with acid? I'll hit that. I don't want to kill every enemy. Oh, actually, yeah, great. That's 2 enemies with acid, because I put it in the acid pool. Let's leave him out in the open here. Should be pretty free from here on out. He's gonna probably attack there. No, I guess he decides not to go in the acid. Makes sense. So I can one-shot you with acid. I can kill 2 more enemies with acid right here. Do that. I'll go here. We'll rock it. That's 2 more new stats. And then we'll go here. Alright, may as well just stay blocking that spawn, and we'll go there. You can shoot here, you can block your own spawn. I can even move somewhere. He'll block a spawn, he'll die, he'll go here, and then he'll go there. I can technically hit, but don't need to. What's a leader? I forgot they can natural spawn too. Doesn't matter. We'll just 12. Yeah, he's gone. I think he's a little dead. Okay, we're done here. Okay, time pod done. Just a reactor core. I don't really care. That's fine. Do I have move and health on every pilot here? I guess who needs it more? Combat mech. They might get stuck. I could put ally immune on the refractor laser. I don't see much of a point. I think the health here is more or less important. I'm gonna have a lot of reputation to spend. I could just max out the gree. I don't know. I have more stuff I know to do with. Let's go health on Shenrong. I think that 3rd damage might be important. Okay, Plasmodia leader. Shoots a Plasmodia or Spore that I think has 2 health. No, it kills itself, but it does 2 damage and pushes. I think I can one-shot it. There are only 4 enemies here. This looks extremely free. You can't burrow that far. So speed's 5? You can go there. I don't think there's any way this is lost here. This is actually easier than the regular missions. The Plasmodia is pretty threatening, not gonna lie, but you just wasted your turn. You have 2 HP? Doesn't matter, I'm killing you. One shot, and then there. I guess I can make you kill your own guy. Get acided too. Right there. That's it for this turn. I guess a lot of guys spawn here. 2 Vex spawn on the first turn. I think it's at the point where everything is alpha too. That's expected. I think you get 1 shot. Maybe it's a little harder now. So 6-5-4. 6-5-4. You burrow. And then you just die, I think, for this. And then, yeah. We're gonna get like 4 spawns this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. You're dead. You, I can just push aside if I really want to. And then repair. I didn't even want to repair. Gotta keep that boost. Okay. Pretty free, I think. 6-5. Yeah, it's over again. Not a surprise. I didn't actually kill you. You survived. You got lucky. The Effect Abomination is down. Yeah, you're right. Yes, it is. The Defenders. But it's corporate out of the... Oh, I didn't even take building damage. I didn't even notice. But yeah, makes sense. Should I just overcharge the grid a ton? He's skilled too. Is he... Wait, is he better than... Better than Ralph, that's for sure. How much is this gonna matter? I think skilled is actually pretty huge. I think it's worth it. Yeah, pretty good. We'll spend my reputation. Sell Mass Confusion. Sell Archimedes. Sell Ralph Carlson. Nanobots, maybe a healing blow, don't really care. So anything that doesn't have a weapon? I guess the artillery mech can get something if I really want. There's no actually ranged class weapon here. There's a passive effect. I don't think this is gonna matter. I have 4 reactor cores if I want. I can do a lot with 4 reactor cores. I'll put health off, I think. And then, yeah, this is almost capped. I think the only other thing I could do is ally immune here and health. But yeah, that's it. So, all 4 islands done. We'll go to the final island. I think 2 bosses can spawn at once here, which I don't think will matter. Yeah, we have 2 bosses here, or 2, leaders. But the final island, we have our build way set up now. This should not be an issue. I'll put one here, maybe. I think it's... I don't remember. I know there's a specific way you can determine where the pylons will spawn. I guess I just need to focus on avoiding attacks that I don't want to get hit by. You can't target any of my units, which is good. You might fly there. You... I guess the only other thing is, do I want you to stand here? I don't think I do. I think that's too in the way. So we're just gonna have to react to what the Beck are doing here. Okay, I'm glad I didn't put a unit there. That is pretty bad. So let's see what's going on here. You can't attack. You're doing that. You're doing that. Oh, are you... Wait. I forgot they can do that. So first of all... Oh, I'm not boosted. So I can't actually one-shot you. I can come close. I can kill the digger. That's a problem, I think. So first draft, fire here. Sink him. Sink the crab. Sink the crab. I need to take care of both of these. I can't quite do it with this. I can come close. I can actually send this to kill that. It only does 2 damage. That's the issue. Five, 4, 3? This might be doable. What if I did push here, sink here, and then kill you, almost kill you, you're gonna finish him. I think this is 0 damage, turn 1. Push you here. And we're gonna go... Well, I take 3 damage from the, guy, but that's okay, I think. And you're gonna die before you get the attack off. So I might just need to be careful and make sure Morgan doesn't die. You get 2 there, but this is good. But I might just be so far ahead that it doesn't matter. So you... Actually, I can't kill very many of you. I can step here and go 5. Yeah, that does kill. Can you do 3 damage? Wait, that does 3 damage, I think. Yes. But you also... okay. I may need to be careful about this turn. Well, if I kill all of you, can I kill all of you? You're live at 1. I think this is okay. I'm gonna do it. You fire there. And then I can actually... Well, I can do a number of things from here. I can actually be really mean and just, yeah, push you into the spawn to block it. Cool. Oh, right, I had Herald able to level up here. So what are you gonna do? Nothing threatening. That blobber's a little weird, but it's not a problem. I think I can just wipe everything out like before. 654, yeah. Herald got Popular Hero, which just sells for things. For reputation. Don't really care. Doesn't really matter. One more turn. Okay. And here it is. Destroy that mountain. Why not? Gotta shoot something. Even in formation. Then, on to phase 2. I'm really sorry if this is your first exposure to Into the Breach, by the way. This is really chaotic. There's so much going on here. I wasn't expecting to do a full run of everything, but I figured, well, I may as well unlock every island, you know? Demonstrate all the biomes and, you know, the types of missions there. Ended up turning into this monster run, so, yeah, I apologize for that. But yeah, this is the last part here. Once I survive these 4 turns, while keeping this bomb alive, that's the end of the game. So I can one-shot you. Yeah, these 2 weapons, basically if you ever see these are the most broken weapons in the game, basically. This just does so much damage and you have so much control over where it goes, and this hits every enemy on the screen. Need I say more? So I can do this, but it won't actually do anything because the bomb still gets hit. I guess it'll prevent one building from getting hit, but that's it. So 4 damage. There are a lot of attacks I care about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I care about all 6 of these. So is there a way to stop them both? Or stop more than one? In a single attack. Maybe there isn't. These enemies are all pretty tanky. So if there isn't, I guess there is. I can do this. I'll push an enemy away. Hit there and hit there. That's kind of brutal. They're pulling out all the stops now. That actually stops an attack too, I think. I can't actually push with this mech. I realized now that I guess I forgot to put something in place there. But I guess this works. I can fire there, and then I can just one-shot one of you guys. Since you wait, who goes first? You go first, so I take 2 building damage. Almost kill you. Go there. So what happens here? There's a lot of damage to that. This does a lot of damage to the crab. Firefly kills this building. This Firefly is gonna have no building to hit, so it's just gonna miss. This crab is gonna kill this alpha, or this leader, and then this crab is gonna miss. I can actually move one more here. I don't really care about it. I guess I kind of do, because the next turn, the tiles will become lava. So if I station them here, that means no enemy can actually step here again. So 2 damage, pretty excellent. I wasn't sure if there was actually going to be a way to take no damage with 6 different attacks declared on important things. That's just the way it goes sometimes. And then they're targeting me. I basically have to move off of these squares. I guess a fair amount of enemies spawned here. Is that a problem? 6-5 shouldn't be. 6-5-4, maybe that is. I can kill most enemies on the map by just doing that. Well, two enemies, I guess. Maybe not most. But then I can do this. And then I can do this. Every enemy's gone. Being an absolute joke at this map. It's never been this easy. I don't think I'm actually kidding. So we have 1, 2, 3, 7 different enemies to spawn here. I actually kind of want to leave you, but no, I can actually make it. I can do this. Hop one over here, go over here, and then like that. I can repair, does nothing. Harold Schmidt's abilities, if I repair, it also pushes adjacent mechs. Nothing happens here. So these two are going to be hard to stop, but I have 5 health. It's not going to matter. I can pretty much guarantee that. Okay, you're attacking my unit. You are attacking a building. You're rooting me. You're going there. It's pretty free. Actually kills you. How much damage does this do? 3? Oh, because I put 3 damage, I don't even notice how much damage it does. Shows you how much it mattered in the end. But, yeah, I think that's it. It's perfect as it's gonna get. Oh yeah, you're about to get flashbanged too. You'll see at the end. It's like a huge white flash with the bomb. I recommend you cover your eyes for it. I think it'll give you victory and hard victory? Yeah, okay. Because unfair counts as hard difficulty. I got a lot of achievements that run. Did I get all the Riftwalker's achievements? I feel like I might have. I think I'm keeping Morgan Legion. It's a really good unit. So there we go. We've won. Yeah, it's a toss-up between these two, honestly. They're both excellent. I think Boosted was skilled and conservative, since a lot of limited use weapons have a lot of damage, I guess. Conservative is pretty excellent. Skilled is just better positioning for it. Mech Reactor Skilled is a close second. That's good early game, I think. Well, this is good in the later game. They both have skill, which is good. Mech Reactor immediately is nice. The Conservative is also pretty nice. And I think I'm partial just to Morgan's ability. But yeah, I actually only got a... I didn't even drown three enemies in a single game, but yeah. 4 Island Unfair victory. There you have it. And yeah, I can get some squads too. I have 9 coins. I'm gonna unlock these 3. Rustling Cloaks are a fun one. They're just focused on doing a lot of damage and putting smoke in different places. Zenith Guard and Blitzkrieg are interesting in their own ways. They have their own gimmicks. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this run of Into the Breach. It's been like 4 hours. I'm gonna segment this for sure. If you have a lot of time, like 4 straight hours and you're bored and you want to watch somebody play a strategy game and just kind of like voice their thoughts over the game, I'll probably be making more videos in the future. So yeah, look forward to that. I'll probably start a playlist. I very much enjoyed this game, so I'll be playing it quite a bit. So yeah, see you next time.